Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 437 live. Welcome to 2023's second episode of Wrestle Wars Genesis, and man oh man, are we going to burn it down tonight. We've got an epic card. It's going to be a great evening. Tonight, of course, begins the first evening of our new format. Of course, before we were able to people were able to spend their Archiver's gems and open up betting lines throughout the show. We have decided to change that format. So now, instead of spending your Archiver's gems on opening betting lines, now you'll just simply save those throughout the show, because the final 3 rounds, we're going back to an old format, the final 3 rounds of any show, considered the championship rounds, will be opened up for betting lines for you, and you'll have a chance to bet on the final 3 matches of any card. Now, when it comes to stream previews, then you'll be able to open betting lines again. You'll be able to spend your Archiver's gems and open up betting lines outside of the championship rounds. So that makes it a little more unique to just stream previews, and a little something extra to look forward to for the stream previews as well, because it gives you a chance to bet on all the matches if you wanted to, as opposed to the final 3 matches of any card. But tonight, fire card, 9 matches. We've got 3 championship matches. We, of course, have the Junior Wrestling Championship on the line tonight, which is, of course, more of a contendership championship. We're starting the night off with a bang. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the Junior Wrestling Championship. It's going to be an absolutely exciting evening. We're going to be discussing a little bit more about Slamboree, which is just around the corner, only a couple of weeks away. The first big stream preview of 2023, and that is going to be a thrill ride. But tonight we do have some YTD Academy superstars getting some opportunities tonight. We, of course, have seen YTD Academy superstars making a huge impact, a splash, if you will, on the main roster, both on Starrcade and Wrestle Wars Genesis. Matter of fact, the last 3 Archiver's World Champions have been YTD Academy sensations, so it's been an absolutely phenomenal start to 2023. Thus far, we are just barely getting started. We have not even started scratching the surface yet. It's going to be a fantastic year. It's going to be great competition. We've got a lot of fresh talent coming in, great new wrestlers inking contracts, and of course, we've already started blazing a trail again to that next big stream preview. First big stream preview of 2023 for the Archiverse, of course. It's going to be WCW Slamboree, and I can't wait for that. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be the first big one of the new year, and we're going to make sure that we kick off that New Year stream preview with a bang. It is going to be a phenomenal time. But tonight, we're going to get into the dirt sheet, see what's going on in the world of pro wrestling, take a look at everything from the potential sale of the WWE to other things that are transpiring around the world of professional wrestling, not just with the WWE. Of course, we have some lists, informative lists for the evening for Between the Rope segments. And aside from that, we are certainly going to set the ring ablaze, because, again, the in-ring action is going to be smoking hot tonight. So at the moment, I am flying solo. I do, of course, expect to be joined on the broadcast at some point. But for now, I am flying solo. So we're going to dive right into the dirt sheets here in just a moment. But welcoming everybody to the second episode of Wrestle Wars Genesis here in 2023, episode number 437. That's phenomenal. We are just around the corner from 450. And then, of course, the countdown to 500 episodes will be on. It is going to be a good time. But, anyways, aside from that, let's dive into the dirt sheets and see what's happening around the world of pro wrestling. We'll talk about Slamboree and some other things concerning Wrestle Wars, Starrcade, and, of course, YTD Academy a little bit later. And, of course, again, I do expect to be joined on the broadcast at some point, so I won't be flying solo all night, but for now I am flying solo. Again, it's going to be a great evening, great matches, and again, just a reminder, we will not be opening betting lines any longer until the final 3 rounds of any card. So the final 3 matches of any card are considered the championship rounds. It is an old format we're bringing back, and you won't have to spend your Archiver's gems on those. We will open the betting lines for you for those 3 rounds, give you a chance to win some Archiver's gems on those matches. And then at stream previews, once a month, you'll have a chance to open up the betting lines during the stream preview, so any matches outside of those championship rounds. Makes it a little more unique to just the stream previews. Again, gives you a little something extra to look forward to for those stream previews in addition to the matches and the camaraderie and the fantastic time that it always is. You'll be able to have more opportunities to place some bets and win some extra Archiverse gems. But neither here nor there for now. Let's dive into the dirt sheets and see what's crack-a-lackin' in the world of pro wrestling. I know there's been a lot of buzz of it, a lot of different things. Let's start right off the hop with the rumor about, what was the rumor? I guess there was maybe some talk about WWE being sold to Saudi Arabia. So here is an article from F4WOnline.com, and it was just published today. So it says, reports WWE is not being sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. An intense amount of social media speculation Tuesday appears to be for the time being. And this was, by the way, published by Josh Nason.
Sorry, ads.
Give me a moment. Yo, Honeybee! What's going on, Honeybee? Oh, you got slammed with an ad? No worries, Honeybee.
No worries.
All right. So, anyways, we'll just wait for Honeybee for those ads to run their course. Oh, there we go. Honeybee is back.
It's
Congratulations, Honeybee, on Honeybee's successful title defense earlier today, by the way. That was a great match. Honeybee has been an absolute savage in the ring since inking a contract. Soul Embers! What's going on, Soul Embers? Yeah, the Diamond B. Jackson, a.k.a. Honeybee, a savage in that ring. Absolutely impressive. I think she has impressed basically everybody. So, but yeah, congratulations. That was a big win over at YTD Academy. Honeybee's, of course, going to be in a match tonight. She's being given a little bit of opportunity here on Wrestle Wars Genesis tonight, so you can look forward to that happening a little bit later. Soul Embers is stressed out. Well, don't be stressed out. De-stress. You are at the Archiverse, Soul Embers. It is the time for the flowing of positive energy. Get the electricity pumping through those veins, revved up, ramped up, and ready to rock and roll for a fantastic, absolute fire thrill ride of a show. We are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. We will deliver, Soul Embers. We will take that stress right away like a bathtub full of Calgon. You're married, I'm not. You should know the issue. I mean, I know many issues. But anyway, so Honeybee says, just hyped from today's AEW. I haven't watched it yet. Actually, I haven't watched a whole lot of AEW as of late anyways. But I do plan on checking it out. All right, so anyways, back to my article. And again, it was about the sale to Saudi Arabia. So anyways, Josh Nason published this. So after a feverish level of speculation Tuesday night on social media that included some reports that a sale was a done deal, it was reported by multiple outlets that the media members Wednesday that as of now, WWE has not been sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. As of the start of the morning stock exchange, WWE had not made any formal announcement or recognition of the rumors. Their stock hit as high as $92.50 in pre-open trading, but had dipped under 90 as of this writing. The last week alone has seen the stocks increase more than 27% following Vince McMahon's return to the company and anticipation of a sale. MMA reporter Ariel Helwani, a former client of WWE CEO Nick Khan, tweeted that according to his sources, while WWE is exploring all options, contrary to reports stating otherwise last night, there is no deal in place at this precise moment for WWE to be sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund or any entity. TMZ also reported Wednesday that no deal has been done, and WrestleNomics' Brandon Thurston also tweeted that the sale rumor was untrue. The rumors of WWE being sold and then going private emerged hours after Stephanie McMahon announced she was resigning as WWE co-CEO, and that the board and unanimously approved Vince McMahon to return as executive chairman. After resigning as CEO and executive chairman last July in midst of a scandal used by nearly $20 million in unreported expenses tied into allegations of sexual misconduct, Vince McMahon officially made his way back to the company's board last Friday, along with 2 former WWE executives. 3 board members were dismissed to make room, while 2 others resigned that day. In SEC filing about his return, McMahon included his previous communication to the board and press release where it stated that as the company's primary shareholder, he would not approve any new media rights deal or sale unless he was reinstated as executive chairman. The impetus for the desire to return. And that's where that article ends. Here's something else from Wrestling Observer. This is actually a little bit older, but I somehow didn't see this article. But WWE's Johnny Gargano gave a timeline, an update on timeline for a return from injury. And this was, again, F4WOnline.com, Ian Carey. So WWE's Johnny Gargano gives an update on timeline for return from injury. He was, of course, injured on a WWE house show from Toronto on December 30th. So Gargano has revealed when he expects to return from injury. It was announced on Raw this Monday that Gargano recently suffered a grade 2 AC sprain and would not compete in that night's tag team turmoil match. He later elaborated that he suffered the injury on WWE's house show in Toronto on December 30th, 2022. Gargano appeared on WWE The Bump on Wednesday and revealed that he was told the injury will keep him out of action for 5 to 6 weeks. However, the 35-year-old says he's hopeful to return sooner. Gargano said, and this is a quote, "I tweeted out that I injured my shoulder at a live event in Toronto, which is ironic because I came back in Toronto, and that's where I injured my shoulder. I got rammed into the steel steps, and I sprained my AC joint. Doctors say originally about 5 to 6 weeks. I'm going to do everything in my power to cut that time down, and that's the most transparent I can be there. We're going to see what can happen, and I'm going to work very, very hard to come back as soon as possible." Which is just fine by me because I would love to see Johnny Gargano come back sooner rather than later anyway. So, Joe Link is in the house. What's going on, Joe Link? What's new and exciting, my friend? Welcome in. Episode number 437, Joe Link. We're getting closer to the 450 mark. We are getting closer to the 450 mark. And then the journey to 500 episodes begins officially. If anybody's paying attention. Not much, you're at work. And how's work tonight? Is it a little bit slower? Is it going to be hectic? What is the prognosis?
It has been okay so far.
It's been okay so far. Fantastic. Well, I suppose you're here, otherwise you wouldn't be. Or you'd be lurking and not communicating because you're busy at work, is what I meant by that. All right. So anyways, Gargano will need to return. Welcome in the great Glenola from the Glenolaverse. Welcome to episode number 437, my friend. Of course, you're the co-host with the most. You know what number we are on. But
we'll get closer and closer, you know.
Yeah, I literally just said that. We're getting closer to the 450. And then, of course, the journey to 500 episodes from there on after. So it's gonna be a fun year. A lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to.
Switch up.
So, I was just going to finish an article, but I do have some questions for you when I'm done. We're talking about Johnny Gargano and his injury that he got back in December. He's looking to come back sooner than later. So anyways, Gargano will need to return sooner than projected in order to take part in the Royal Rumble on January 28, 2023. Then he was injured. Gargano teamed with Dexter Lumis and defeated The Miz and Baron Corbin in Toronto's Coca-Cola Coliseum. He hasn't wrestled on WWE programming since the November 21st, 2022 edition of WWE Raw, and Gargano was defeated by Omos in singles action on the show. And, I mean, I'm fine with him coming back sooner than later as long as it's, you know, logically returning sooner than later. You know what I mean? If he's able to return and he's at 100%, awesome. If he's returning just because he wants to return and could potentially be re-injured or injured worse, then I say hell to the no to that. But that's, of course, just me. There's a lot of people that would just rather see him there no matter what type of thing. You know what I mean? Some fans are like that.
Yeah.
Superstar.
For instance, a lot of AEW fans are like that. But so Glenola, discussing is of course the you had the grand takeover of Starrcade with the Wolfpack. So tell me, how did you find your first show in control of Starrcade? Majority shares.
Was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it was an amazing show, and there's more to come.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more to come. Of course, we know there's rumors swirling about different matchups. Some of them completely to do with the Wolfpack themselves. Like, to what I understand, there's been discussion of an all Wolfpack battle, just a little test, a purely competitive nature. There's no ill will or malintent there, but completely and purely competitive nature. But from what I understand, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if that's untrue, feel free to say so. But from what I understand is there's rumors, discussion, if you will, of an all Wolfpack battle royal or Royal Rumble of sorts.
That's what I'm hearing. I don't know too many details on, the rules of the match or anything. But basically, they're planning a match, all the guys of the Wolfpack.
So 1, 2, 3, 1 Gorilla Giro.
In the ring.
Together we will
just
grow
for the hell
strong
of
and
it.
our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one
There's
another's
also a plan
endeavors.
for the three Wolfpack gals to have a match amongst themselves.
Now that would be entertaining as hell.
If it isn't Archer. So Glenn,
and there is one match I am at liberty to reveal.
Strong by our constant support for
the Wolfman is going to be facing Kyle Riley.
With that said, so it
now that's a match.
One-on-one.
Together we will
now I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but have they not faced each other before?
They have. They put on a hell of a match. I don't remember. I don't honestly remember who won.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But I figure it's going to be a...
Yo, YT Shadows!
Great match. Now,
what's going on, my friend? By the way, YT, great show earlier today. Fantastic matches. Had a good time.
My understanding was Wolfman was planning to try to challenge Kyle Riley for his title.
Yeah.
Read your chat
but,
this time.
My understanding is Kyle Riley has since
read my chat this time.
It.
I will not.
Boss says Wolfman won that match.
Wolfman did win that match, yeah. I mean, I knew that.
Okay. But,
and Boss Apollo, the broadcast booth is open if you feel free to join us.
My understanding is Kyle Riley has decided to cash in his...
will remain strong by our constant support for one
Kyle
another's
Riley?
endeavors.
Yeah.
Yes, so Team Life is great, and Kyle Riley have officially sent the email, and they would like to cash in their Pure Wrestling Championship and challenge, I believe for the World Champion. I believe it's for the WCW World Championship.
Okay.
I have to double check that.
If that's the case, that works out fine. You know, then
the title
will be on the line.
He is on Wrestle Wars, but don't forget that the Pure Wrestling Championship is, you can challenge any champion on Starrcade or Wrestle Wars.
Oh yeah.
Unlike the Junior Wrestling Championship that you can challenge right across all the way to YTD Academy. It's more of a contendership championship, though.
Yeah. But yeah, and then the Wolfman's title will be on the line in that match.
Well, it also means that Friday night the Pure Wrestling Championship will be on the line, because if he's challenging for the WCW World Championship, I have to have that title on the line.
Yeah.
So I guess there's another thing.
We'll have to see what the Wolfman comes up with a match for that.
Yeah. Yeah, because that championship has to keep in the mix.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that is the must-have
Welcome in,
title,
boss.
really.
How y'all doing?
We are doing Fantastique, sir, episode number 437. We were just saying we're just about we're just around the corner from the big 450, and then we'll be officially onto the path, the journey towards 500 episodes.
That's good. 500 episodes.
I know, that's awesome, eh? Mm-hmm. It seems crazy, but
in some ways, Archer, you think about this: the Pure Wrestling Championship title is the Wolfman's title. It is the title where you either use it or you lose it.
Use it or lose it.
You know, that's the kind of thing Wolfman loves.
But yeah, I thought the first Starrcade with Wolfpack in charge was a pretty phenomenal show, actually. So, congratulations to the Wolfpack. Now it is Wrestle Wars' turn.
Howdy.
And we are ready to turn and burn, baby. Wait till you see the card. It's going to be a fantastic night. Speaking of which, before we get into any further discussions, there's people here collecting already. The masses are pouring in. They want to see a show. What do you think?
The Pure Wrestling title
I think
is
we
great
should go ahead and give them a show.
That's what I'm thinking. Boss, what do you think?
We should give them a show.
Showtime and go time. I think you guys are correct. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to rock and roll. Time to turn and burn, baby. Episode number 437 live. Let's
Together
go.
we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's and skipping the rest. So Titan G87. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors. With that said, with Tony Stone versus Mitchell Vaughn. So Thircherverse. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors. With that said, with Okay, put your request in the IT request with redeem next to it shadows. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TAV WCW or...
And here we go, the second episode in 2023 of Wrestle Wars. Genesis about to kick off with a bang. And boy, are we going to kick off with a bang, because we have, first and foremost, out of the 9 matches, we have 3 championship matches tonight, and of course our contendership championship on the line to start the night off. A best 2 out of 3 falls is going to decide our next #1 contender. And that's going to kick the night off next between Rock Roberts and the Judge. And that's going to be one hell of a barn burner. Both of them have been tearing up the scene over at YTD Academy, have been given opportunities on the main roster, and they are both focused and ready to roll tonight. And just to remind everybody, we are no longer opening betting lines outside of what we call the championship rounds. It's an old format. We're bringing back the championship rounds with the final 3 matches on any card. And those betting lines will be open for you. You do not have to spend your Archerverse gems that you collect while visiting the show. And then, of course, at stream previews, then you will be given the opportunity to bet on all the matches should you wish. It makes it a little more unique and a little bit more fun for those stream previews.
There
So,
are some
no
amazing
betting
and fun
until
channel rewards to choose from if you are
the
the
championship
skipping the
rounds.
rest. Play.
But
Now,
Jolink,
Arch,
your
may I
numbers
suggest
are
turning
8,
off that
4,
redeem
9.
until a stream
Good
preview?
luck, Jolink.
There is no
some
redeem.
amazing and fun channel rewards to choose
There is
from
one
if you
for
are the chosen.
stream preview
Play.
betting.
exactly.
Slots.
I was going to say, turn
Jolink,
that
you
off
win
until
some.
the stream
You
preview.
lose some, lose your LOL.
Why?
will.
We aren't
This
having
way
a
people
stream
are redeeming
preview.
it.
And lost your
It's
hope.
not a stream preview.
Slots.
No, just to prevent people from
Shadows, you
redeeming
win
it.
some.
But they
You
know the
lose
difference
some, lose
between
your
a stream.
LOL.
Listen, Vince
I know what
Russo.
you're saying, Archer.
Listen, Vince Russo. I'm not
I'm
going to
also
suggest that our
suggesting-
fans are stupid. They know the difference between Wrestle Wars, Starrcade, YTD Academy, and a stream preview. And the newcomers that aren't, we'll just simply refund them.
Yeah, more work for the mods that way.
Exactly. You got to do. Oh, I see what this is about. I see what's going on here. Earlier, you request a pay raise, even though you've acquired a higher percentage of the shares in the company than what the Archiverse has, which is ghastly to begin with. How dare you put those papers across the desk, by the way? Now you're suggesting you should have less work to do. Ghastly.
Yeah.
All right, so
More money, less work. What's wrong with that?
we won't be opening betting lines. You won't actually be betting on the match itself, but you can let us know in the chat room. Sound off. Have you been paying attention to YTD Academy? Who do you think is winning this match? The judge, is he going to retain the Junior Wrestling Championship and finally maybe challenge a champion? Or will Rock Roberts, the newest member of the coalition, steal that championship? And we know Rock Roberts will challenge somebody. It's up to you to decide. But ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the night, Junior Wrestling Championship on the line. Best 2 out of 3 falls. The judge accepting a challenge from Rock Roberts.
Amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosen.
Let's go.
We'll get this contendership match open. But now, okay, I've got a joke time, and Archer's been banned.
Good Lord, who banned me? The match, I mean, the match hasn't even started yet. The show just began. Who did that? Shadows. Shadows, you and I got to work on our communication. Shadows, I considered you a valued member of the Archiverse community. A great human being, great content creator, semi-entertaining on a low key. Oh, it is not funny. It is not funny, sir. It is. That's right. Finally, Froggy finally doing his job, cueing those boos. That's right. Boo the man. Gaslight.
I decided to be nice.
This is it, guys.
Yeah, that's the only time you can use that, by the way.
And this might be
I know. That means I can ban you later.
Wow. Wow. I see what you've done there. I feel violated already.
And Boss also has a joke time.
Joling says Glenola for the save. And, by the way, Shadows, take that. Although, I'm sure he's collected quite the amount of Archiverse gems anyways. He's probably sitting on a whole sack of them.
An underdog tonight, but he is prepared to make all the doubters eat their words.
All right, so anyways, oh yeah, do you have a joke time? And Boss has a joke time. Who's going first? The Battle of the Jokesters. Is it Apollo, or is it going to be the Great Glenola?
I can go first.
Okay.
Alright, so this man met this woman and they started dating.
So solemn verse.
Answer's a blind dog.
Together we will grow strong and our communities will
No.
remain strong by our constant
Not
support
this
for one
time.
another's endeavors. With the self with
So he dating
Superstar.
her and stuff like that.
Today,
So
Solemners is Christian Hall.
so every day he buy pizza, 3 large pizzas to take it over. So he knocked on her door. This big man
Oh,
who
I
weighed
got Christian Heart
400
laugh.
pounds at the door,
Lol.
grabbed the food, and so the dude went back to the car and came back, all the food was gone.
The Iceman.
So this happened like 3 days in a row. So he called his girlfriend and said, "Hey, listen, I'm not about to feed 3 kids and a grown-ass man. She said, what are you talking about? I said, it's 3 kids and a grown man in your house. She said, no, it's not. She said, well, who's the grown man on the couch? Grown man, that's my 6-year-old son.
Here we go, guys. The championship is
wow.
here in this one. And I'll tell you, Cole,
that is gaslight.
never looked more dominant than right here.
You know, I don't know who I trust less. A guy that can walk to a ring and wrestle a match after being shot by electricity, or a guy that walks out and literally smashes himself in the face with a clock and then proceeds to the ring to wrestle a match. I mean, how many lunatics do we have to hire exactly? Like, I gotta figure out, I don't even know who's doing the hiring anymore, as a matter of fact. All these superstars coming in, and I don't remember approving a single one of them lately. Or at least being, in on the conversation of approving them. Oh, Archer, you just stick by the commentators, booth, and let us handle business. Meanwhile, we got people coming in, smashing themselves in the face, shooting themselves up with electricity, setting things on fire. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Perry is the champion, so there's that. So I guess it was kind of, whatever. Anyway.
He is the junior wrestling
Glenola?
champion.
Yeah, I guess it would be your turn for the jokes.
Today, it shadows is Brock Lesnar. I mean, I'm one of them. Archer is 1, G is 1, and
Take it up,
BK.
Glenola.
The champion thrives in these situations. Pride and heart will be tested.
He was not prepared, boss. Did you hear that? That's what I heard. I was not prepared tonight. Well, while Glenola is looking, let's see what I can find here. All right, here we go. Here's a joke for you. All right, are you ready, boss?
Yeah, let's go.
What gets wetter the more that it dries?
A towel.
God damn it, Glenola, how dare you ruin the joke like that? That was gaslight. That is not funny. Okay. Need a different joke. Okay. Us. Why do bicycles fall over?
Ain't nobody ran it.
No. No, that's not the answer. Joe Link? Anybody? Oh, Joe Link was going to ruin that joke too. He's got towel written in the chat room there. Somebody ban Joe Link, please. Anybody else but Joe Link? You want to take a crack at this?
It lost its kickstand.
Anybody?
Superstar. Today, Titan G87 is riddled.
Why do bicycles fall over?
You need to win 2 matches in one, so you have to save your energy for a second and potentially third fall.
Joe Link says it lost its kickstand.
No gravity.
Well, to be fair, that would answer. Today, Titan G is despicable. I didn't know we had a wrestler named Despicable. That's weird.
Because they have no leg to stand on. Wrestler.
Oh, this isn't the doghouse. Wrong command.
Wrestling is Stone Cold.
How dare I? Hey, you lucky people! It is now the doghouse. Honey, you dare laugh, it is not funny. I can hear her laughing. Somebody ban Honeybee for laughing at me. How dare she? I don't care if she's a formidable person in our community. I do not care that their wrestler is cleaning house, tearing apart the women's division and winning championships. Banning.
Number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 069.
And of course, nobody is banning Honeybee. Why am I not surprised? That's fine. We'll just let her keep destroying the women's division, stealing all the titles. No big deal. Whatever. All right. Archer, don't worry. I got Iceman. I'm trying really hard not to make a joke about that right now. Granola, step in at any time. Preferably not with another joke about it. Because I'm inside right now.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? You know,
Soul Embers
for the man whose girlfriend chokes on spaghetti.
Oh, good God. I knew you were going to say something about the spaghetti. Soul Ember says, here's your bike joke answer. We now know that Soul Embers was lurking already. Because they have no leg to stand on. That's actually a pretty good answer, too, but no, that is not the... Where's Girl? How dare she not tune in to my show? Somebody ban Girly Girl, please. Thank you. Actually, Soul... Wait if I ban Girly Girl. Do not ban Girly Girl. No, so I may as well give the answer. Nobody else is guessing anyway. So the answer is because they are too tired. Yeah, okay, that does it better. Shut up, Froggy. Nobody asked you. That was ghastly. I don't appreciate that at all, by the way, Froggy. When I'm attempting to entertain the masses and you attempt to upstage me like that, that's not funny. See what I mean? You don't pick your timing. That is not good timing, Froggy. Not good timing. You and your stupid little stream with your stupid other friends. Froggy apparently has other friends to hang out with right now. And being ill-timed with commands. Stop it. Just, you know what, Froggy? You don't have to be here right now. Just stay on your own damn show. The Froggy Mothleg verse, the Frog verse, the Lily Pad, the Frog Pond. I don't give a shit what you call it. Stop interrupting me with crazy... I'm just going to stop talking. That's what I should do. Because he's just going to keep doing things like that. Not funny. You know what? Granola, you have a joke to tell.
I know.
You have a joke to tell.
I was waiting for you to shut up for me to tell it.
Apparently so is Froggy Mothlegs. Can you please stop with that, Froggy? Good God. That is not funny.
Most of you probably know. If you're in the Discord, you definitely know. But last night was supposed to be the stream or the broadcast. Sorry, Archer, I meant broadcast.
Oh, but dare you, sir? Well, thank you. Froggy, you finally got something right.
And he claimed it was because of his internet. But what actually happened, everybody, is Archer took his Viagra and X-Lax at the same time, and he didn't know whether to shit or go blind.
It's because I had Soul Embers, Froggy Mothlegs, Christian Cool, and Face all sending me nudie selfies. I mean, it was a very hyperactive evening. I could not control myself. Therefore, it was time to do the only thing that one could do: postpone the stream and dance with the dragon. Yeah, so anyways, how was everybody else's night?
Pretty good.
Man cave. Do you have nudie magazines in your man cave? Did before she found Queen Apollo. You let Queen Apollo find your stash, sir? I mean, how many years did you hide them from your parents and you couldn't hide them from your wife? That is just shameful. We blow the whistle on you, sir. But anyways, Granola has a joke to tell.
107RR already started with the stream of violence.
Have you found said joke, sir? Or are you still looking?
Oh, shit, I was muted. I actually told the joke.
Nice!
As I was saying,
didn't get the joke.
Last night, everybody knew that,
wow,
Archer,
look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the best 2 out of 3 falls matchup, and still the junior wrestling champion, the judge. is still your champion. That's crazy.
Archer was supposed to broadcast last night, but he had to postpone, and he claimed it was because of his internet. But what really happened was he took X-Lax and his Viagra at the same time and didn't know whether to shit or go blind.
I believe the judge is Reaper Steel TV, so congratulations to team at Reaper Steel TV. A big win. Now, Reaper Steel, the question is, are you going to defend said championship, or are you going to cash that puppy in finally? Are you going to pull a Kyle O'Reilly? Are you going to try and repeat? I mean, Kyle O'Reilly has been champion for just about 3 months. Sadly, it looks like he's going to cut that reign just short of that 3-month historic title reign because they're cashing in. I believe this Friday. Now, there's the other thing, is it wasn't confirmed on the date, so perhaps it's not this Friday, perhaps it's the stream preview. At that point, Kyle O'Reilly would have been Pure Wrestling champion, for 3 months at that point. Longest reigning champion in history at that point. Longest reigning champion in history, or would have been a would-be longest reigning champion. So Archer, how's your new emote coming along? I mean, I don't have a new emote coming along at all, I don't think, that I'm aware of. I have put some feelers out about getting some done. I don't have the ability. Yo, Froggy Mod Legs with a hostile hosting. Decided to end the stream and come in and continue to have the ill-timed commands while here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Feel free to join the broadcast if you wish, Froggy. It is open for business. Open for business. Soul says, we talked about it. Sorry, what did we talk about? Oh, the emote. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't have any emotes on the go at the moment that I'm aware of anyways, but I have put out some feelers about getting some done, though. Came from the lily pad. Gotcha. Chronos BR in the house. What's going on, Chronos? 107, and Archer already started with a stream of villainy. I know they're a bunch of rabid wolves tonight. They even attempted to ban me earlier. It's been a ghastly evening. Froggy, ill-timed commands, thinks he's funny. Like I said, Froggy thinks he's funny with the ill-timed commands. But, so far, great show. One match in, the judge from Team Reaper Steel TV just defended his Junior Wrestling Championship in a best 2 out of 3 falls matchup, and it was absolute fire. Great way to start the show. Perfect way to set the tone for the evening. So our plan didn't work. To ban Archer. You had a plan to ban Archer? Somebody ban Krondos, please. At very least, can we get an AKO on Krondos? How dare he just step in amongst the masses and start stirring the pot like some little trolling villain? And it's not funny, Froggy. There's nothing funny about that. It's not funny. I don't find it amusing. Ha ha ha, Froggy. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. But anyways, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here, see what else I've missed. If anything, I don't think I missed anything else. Lilypad would be a good show. That's what I said when Froggy and I were talking one time. He could have one called the Frog Pond or the Lilypad. That's hence how the Archerverse Discord now has a Frog Pond. Actually, it's a Chateau du Frog and a Lilypad, but anyways, all right, so we'll move on to the next match of the evening, second match of the night. Let's go. All right, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Next match of the evening is an Archerverse lockdown match. Pay no attention to the words that are on the television screen in front of your faces. It is incorrect. The video production crew needs to be fired. But anyways, it is in fact an Archerverse lockdown match, and it is Captain Ameridex taking on the American Badass. Poindexter versus The Undertaker is next. Are you guys ready? Let's rock and roll, baby.
There are some amazing
Let's go.
channel rewards to choose from. Skipping the rest. Play.
All right.
Glenela, your numbers are 7, 8,
Now, where were
9.
we?
Good luck, Glenela. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards. Skipping the rest. Superstar.
What are we discussing? Was Glenela's joke
Glenela's
funny? Because if not,
angle.
we need a new one.
Avengers assemble.
I thought it was funny.
Superstar switch up.
Boss, I believe.
Glenola is
laugh.
Kurt Angle.
Superstar and become a different superstar.
But, you know,
each
Arthur
day
didn't
you
pay any
visit.
attention to it, so.
Captain Dex.
Soul Ember says Captain
WTFLL.
Dex. What the
Let's
fuck?
roll
Actually,
and
it's a
rock.
Captain Ameridex, sir. How dare you?
It this the Battle of the America S.
All right, so before we dive back into the dirt sheets, let's see what we can come up with for one more joke here. All right, so here's one for everybody. Soul Embers, you're going to love this one. All right, so why, ladies and gentlemen, do dragons sleep during the day?
American Badass.
Why do
versus Captain
dragons
Ameridex.
sleep during the day? Joe Link says American Badass versus Captain Ameridex. You betcha, baby. That is next. It is happening right now, as a matter of fact.
The WWE Universe.
I mean, personally, I thought the booking was brilliant on that one. Ameridex versus American Badass. I love it. Take my money. I mean, to be fair, I'll watch Poindexter fighting anything. G-string and chocolate pudding, whatever.
Because it's too cold to sleep at night.
I mean, he's a dude we used to all make fun of, poke fun at. Mock, if you will, ridicule at times. But he always pushes the boundaries, always
his
steps up to the
chocolate
plate,
pudding
and most
fights are
often than not,
legendary.
hits a homer. Swings for the fences and hits a home run. It is hard not to like Poindexter. No matter what he calls himself and what iteration he gives us, the man's an amazing talent. Plain and simple.
Yes, he is, you know. And
He says, yo, his chocolate pudding fights are legendary. Says because it's too cold to sleep at night. We guess for that one, Glenola? Why the question was, why do dragons sleep during the day?
As a musician, I'm personally offended by the number of guitars he's
it's scared of
smashed.
the nights.
But still,
Closer than a little bit closer to the souls, but the answer is the reason dragons sleep during the day is
why
simply
do
so they can
dragons
fight
sleep during the
knights.
day? To balance the scales.
That was an award-winning joke. Admit it, you loved it. It was wonderful, lovely, excellent.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. All right. Froggy did not like that joke. How dare you, Froggy? Maybe I didn't like the joke you didn't tell, so there. That's what I got to say about that. All right, so back into the dirt sheets here. Here's one from, an interesting one from
Not as bad as
Wrestling
Virgin
Headlines.
Flags. You shouldn't like
It's
it.
Danhausen.
It was awful.
We all know who Danhausen is. On not wanting to sign with WWE. And then, of course, Tony Khan on signing established indie stars and more. So, again, this is Wrestling Headlines. It was posted by Mark Middleton. We've, of course, read articles from him in the past. Danhausen on not wanting to sign with WWE. Tony Khan on signing established indie stars. And pairing Danhausen with Hook. I mean,
WWE superstars take it to a level no one could have dreamed of.
I understand them wanting somebody to help elevate Hook. I don't think Danhausen was the proper choice to do that. There's a lot of different ways to utilize Danhausen. I just don't think that's it. That's not the calling. I think it's just simply holding them both back. Unless that's what they're trying to do.
Finds a counter for the
You know, and if that is what they're trying to do, hats off to that, because sometimes people, especially young stars like them, they get pushed too fast sometimes. Right? They get that burnout, and or they don't know what to do with themselves and start making stupid decisions, whatever. So, but anyways, I'll move on. So AEW's Danhausen was recently profiled by the New York Times when asked about possibly signing with the WWE. Danhausen noted that he had no interest in signing with WWE. I never believe when a professional wrestler says that. Listen, here's the thing. I don't care if you're on AEW's roster and you're working for Tony Khan, or you're in Japan and working for New Japan, or what the case may be. If you are a professional wrestler and you have no interest in ever making it to WrestleMania, the Super Bowl of professional wrestling, then you don't have any business being there. Even if you never actually make it there, because you gotta work for that, you gotta fight for that. But even if you never make it, if you don't have a goal of what, I mean, MJF, all of the most guys you talk to, no matter where they are, they all would love to have that WrestleMania moment. You know, for somebody to say, you know, he's not interested in WWE, I question the legitimacy of that, because I believe that Danhausen would be an absolutely fantastic addition to any WrestleMania. Danhausen's a fun character, and I think the more WWE evolves, the more better they would utilize the Danhausen. But yeah, he would be a fantastic act for WrestleMania, bar none, period. And I don't know, I just call bullshit on that, because I think that it's somebody like with the talent of Danhausen, and somebody that Danhausen, he likes to entertain. Right? WrestleMania gives you that bigger platform. It is the largest platform in professional wrestling for something like that.
I call bullshit too, cause
you know? And it's also what people say when they're not on WWE's radar, and I would probably think that at this point, at least during the McMahon regime, maybe moving forward not so much, but I would think that Danhausen wouldn't exactly be on the radar. It's not like, listen, Danhausen's fun, but he's not reinventing any wheels. We've seen characters like that before, done a little bit differently. Right? Different look, maybe even, but that's the thing. AEW expects they expect change, repeating the same stories that have been repeated throughout wrestling history. And again, I think what they're doing is I think they're trying to appeal to that nostalgic side of WWE fans, and they're also trying to pull in new fans, and they're just, I don't know. I think they thought it was a good idea. Like it's bringing viewership to them, when really it's bringing eyes, right? It brings eyes to certain shows, but it's not bringing viewership. Viewership is something that sticks around and elevates, and sometimes drops, but is mostly on the up. There's a difference between having eyes on your product and actually having viewership, right? So, but I don't know. But anyways, I could go on and on about that. I just don't believe him when he says that. Not completely, anyway. And again, people that aren't exactly on the radar of WWE tend to say stuff like that, so it is what it is. Danhausen already had a name when he signed with AEW in January 2022. Did he really? I mean, did he really? Danhausen had a big name before AEW? Okay. Anyway, AEW President Tony Khan spoke with the Times for the profile on Danhausen and commented on signing wrestlers that have already established their characters and gotten over on the indies. See, that says it right there. They got over on the indies. Okay. Then that is important. You get that's the testing ground, right? You got to be able to do that. But that says it right there. You know, he'd made a name for himself before AEW, before going on national television because he was on the indies. Come on, man. Word your stuff a little better than that. This doesn't even make sense, does it? He made a name for himself on the indies. Well, most people don't watch the indies, so did he really? Again. Yeah. So, only diehard wrestling fans. So it says, I like to take people's presentation once it's gotten over, once it's gotten popular and have been accepted. If you find people that have gotten over with a smaller hardcore audience, often if you give them a chance on national television, the hardcore audience will vouch for them, Khan said. And it looks like we've got an ending to the match here. It was completely distracted by that article, so we'll have to wait and see what happened. I missed the ending. I know the replays. Captain Ameridex taking a bit of a beating from the American Badass, but we'll see what the actual result was here in a moment. Because now here's a replay of Captain America. That was an amazing German super. Wow, he won! Wow! Congratulations to Team Froggy Mothlegs and Captain Ameridex. And by the way, the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack. What a formidable faction with a bunch of great talent. As much as we all get, they're awe-inspiring. As much as it's easy to maybe not like the Wolfpack, because, they're probably beating up on your favorite superstars. They're taking their championships. But, I mean, they're very impressive. They're a formidable faction. And a big win over the American Badass, of all people, by Captain Ameridex. So, again, congratulations, Froggy Mothlegs and the Wolfpack. Fantastic. All right. On to the third match of the evening. And check this out. Now, this here was supposed to be a number one contendership matchup, and I think we're going to leave it as such. Now, the difference being, originally, if one of those two gentlemen right there, Taylor Jones or Damian Dallas, were able to defeat Kyle Riley tonight, they were going to get a shot at his Pure Wrestling Championship. Now, what has happened now is that Team Life is Great, and of course Kyle Riley have decided to finally, after almost 3 months, after almost breaking the record, which by the way could still happen. We did talk about that. There's been no timestamp, so this could be happening perhaps at Slamboree, which would make them just over the 90 days and break the record. But originally, it was supposed to be the winner would face Riley for the Pure Wrestling Championship. Riley is challenging and cashing in that championship for the WCW World Championship. So,
Dallas,
whoever, if one of these guys are able to beat Kyle Riley, they will, of course, still be moving on to fight for the championship, but we will have another contendership matchup. Perhaps on Starrcade. We'll talk with the Wolfpack about that. If not, it'll be on Wrestle Wars next week. Maybe even on YTD Academy. Who knows? We will have another contendership matchup, and the winner will face whoever beat Kyle Riley for that championship. If nobody beats Kyle Riley tonight, then there will be a matchup Friday night, any matchup of the Wolfpack's choosing for the vacant Pure Wrestling Championship.
Frog Hemeth legs scoops
Kyle Riley's already cashed that in, so there is no need to. He is going to be relinquishing that championship belt at some point this week, probably, and hopefully before Friday. So we'll see what happens with that. But here we go. Triple Threat Extreme Rules matchup.
I'm sick.
Taylor Jones,
I'm in and out of sleep, but
Damian Dallas, and the reigning, defending, undisputed Pure Wrestling Champion from Team Life is Great, Kyle Riley. Let's go. All right. So let me go ahead and finish this article here real quick. So he says, I like to take people's presentation once it's gotten over and it's gotten over popular and being accepted. If you find people gotten over with a smaller hardcore audience, often if you give them a chance on national television, the hardcore audience will vouch for them. Khan also said a very smart person suggested that he pair Danhausen with FTW champion Hook last year, but he did not elaborate on who this was. Well, I don't think it's that. I seriously don't think that's that great of a decision. I don't think it's, again, unless they're trying to hold them both back a little bit and slow down their progression, I just don't see the point to that. Chrono says, Dallas, my man, my pal, he says. And Chrono says, American, my ass. Wait a minute. I don't know what that comment, I'm confused about that comment. Joling says he made Taker tap. Well, at least now we know exactly how it ended. I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't matter how he won. Big win over the American Badass for Captain Ameridex. Huge win.
Praying you feel better, Distinct Cone.
So anyways, just says stay tuned to WrestlingHeadlines.com for more, if there's any changes or any additional information regarding that. All right, let's see what else is going on.
I got something right here.
All right.
I know I read it already, but it says they posted today by Josh Nelson.
But if you ever spoke or
This
showed
man
personality,
don't
I've
even
forgotten
call
it.
2 board members to resign.
But one of them was staffed in your band.
The reason why 2 board members resigned last Friday was due to both disagreement with the return of Vince McMahon. The man and former WWE executive George Brios and Michelle Wilson officially joined the board Friday, replacing Joe Lyons, Dillon, Jeffrey Speed, and Alan Wilser without any cause. According to the Finger, the expert who had the board proposed majority of independent directors by January 3rd, per listing requirement of New York Stock Executive Rules. While Mr. Van officially returned to the board Friday, he was reappointed executive chairman on Tuesday on the same day Stephanie McMahon resigned as co-CEO.
It was. I mean, now people are simply speculating that, you know, Stephanie McMahon just came back until the return of or the imminent return of her father. I don't know how true that is or not. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
It seems like it's a lot of stuff going on. So
yeah,
you know. So I feel that we about to see a lot of more changes,
right?
In WWE, especially people who get re-signed with the company. So who knows what will happen in the next couple of months? You have to wait and find out.
Just looking to see if there's anything else. Well, here's something. Wrestling Inc. By Danny Wolstenholme, and I don't think we've ever read any of his articles, so this is new for us, but it is from Wrestling Inc., and we do read articles from them all the time. Again, Danny Wolstenholme. News of Vince McMahon's return to WWE's board of directors rocked the pro wrestling world late last week. The stunning details emerged just 24 hours after it was revealed that the 77-year-old planned to be reinstated to the company's board. Along with former WWE executives George Barrios and Michelle Wilson to assist with the upcoming U.S. media rights negotiations and to pursue a sale of the promotion. Now a potential lawsuit regarding the jaw-dropping comeback could land on McMahon's desk. According to PW Insider, a party in the WWE shareholder derivative suit filed last June has shared a private email from the Scott & Scott law firm which contains details about a potential breach of fiduciary lawsuit. The message indicates that with the news about McMahon forcing his way back onto the board, which is exactly what he did, there is enough basis to bring legal action. The online correspondence also disclosed that Scott & Scott hope to file a complaint against McMahon and possibly other directors and officers for breaching their duties to WWE and its shareholders. The law firm aiming to produce a draft in the next few days. McMahon, who announced his retirement in July following a slew of sexual misconduct allegations, remains the majority owner of WWE and holds the bulk of the voting power. He made it clear in the statement prior to being reinstated to the WWE's board that the promotion would be able to capitalize on upcoming media rights negotiations if he returned as executive chairman to support the current management team.
Good luck, Frog Hammock Legs. There are some amazing and fun channel.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds exactly. So even if he does sell, there's still, like, he's majority holder, but there's still a bunch of other shareholders that are going to fight very hard to keep things from changing too much. So there's that. I don't know who's going to end up buying WWE. I probably would think Fox or Comcast, and last I checked, they were at the top of the list of potential buyers, and they already currently have deals with WWE, so it would make perfect sense. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, and it's also going to be interesting to see what happens with that potential lawsuit. Pardon me?
There are some amazing fan channel rewards to choose from if you are the choice.
Comcast and Fox.
Okay.
And they already have deals, right? Because Comcast owns NBC Universal and other platforms WWE uses, and of course Fox has a big deal with them. So it would make perfect sense if, and not to mention, there are two companies that could actually afford it, right? Yep. Like when people talked about, say, who was it? Somebody said, like, I think they said Nick Khan. It's like Nick Khan doesn't have that kind of money. Like, yes, his father is a billionaire, a multi-billionaire, but so is Vince McMahon. And the difference being, the Khan family has billions of dollars to sink into other investments, not just any one company. They have multiple companies, multiple investments that money goes to. Vince McMahon can literally sink all of his billions into one spot. Why? Because that's what makes the money. That's the, you know what I mean? It is the moving bank account, the global machine. So I mean, it would take a Comcast or a Fox to buy out Vince. You know, they're not buying the entire company, I understand that, but even to buy out Vince, the majority shares would still be a hefty price. A very hefty price. Because didn't they already say it was going to be like $7 billion just for Vince's shares?
Yeah, so.
Right? Which means that the WWE is now pushing past double digits in the billions as far as what that company's worth. That's crazy.
As long as the show is good and entertaining,
It says.
Okay, hold on one sec. Go ahead and share that article. I have to use the bathroom. We're 3 matches in, and my bladder is screaming. So I'm gonna go ahead and visit the facilities. But I'll be right back. Glenola and Bosch, you guys have the ship for the time being.
Alright, it says there each sells 3 companies that could buy that eat and how they would run it. And published in late 2023 by Kevin Reported today that WWE has been bought by Saudi Arabia public investment fund and had the entire wrestling for losing its character line. This could not to be the case so far. The promotion available for the right price should definitely actually think about it. It said 3 companies that could buy WWE. Number 3 is Comcast, NBC Universal. WWE and NBC have had an ongoing relationship for decades. They aired the original Saturday Night Main Event, which you could watch on their streaming platform Peacock. Comcast owns NBC Universal, which has the USA Network under its umbrella. So with so much of promotion content already featured on the property, it's not a big leap to imagine that Comcast is likely to control all of it. And as the largest media company in the world, they got the sketch to fight. NBC also aired Young Rock on that episode too. Number 2 is Amazon. Yeah, we know that it sounds weird. The online retailer hardly seems like a company that would have the instance of acquiring a professional wrestling promotion. However, Amazon had a history of expanding to areas you wouldn't expect. Remember when they started in 1994? All they sold were books. Amazon Prime Video, the company's streaming service, have been looking into expanding as hell, especially to live sports. They currently are the executive hall of the NFL Thursday Night Football, and lured into 15.3 million views on that first game. Live streams that event will be a great addition to their network.
The reasons he'll probably tell you on his own, but we tell the other homies on the broadcast too.
And all these, this is one of the most, as far as we know, the house
I have returned and welcome in Crazy Eyes for Life, invading the compound with 5 villains. Welcome to episode number 437 here at the Archiverse. It is our second episode of Wrestle Wars for 2023, and things are crack-a-lacking and jiving. How is everybody's evening? How is the rest of your stream, broadcast, show, whatever it is you're up to? Tell us, how is your evening? What's new and exciting? Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you. Make sure everybody gets a shout-out, guys. All right, so I see the match is still crack-a-lacking here. This is an Extreme Rules match. There will be no eliminations, which means the match is still very much underway, so I didn't miss much there. Boss, I guess back to you. I don't know were you reading an article or on a list? I don't know what you're up to.
It was 3 companies that could buy WWE. Number 3 was Comcast, NBC Universal. Number 2 was Amazon.
We have 104 streamers that have
and number 1 is Disney.
It was what?
The Archer
number 2 was Amazon.
To the Gods of
And number 1 is Disney.
Started his career on
Crazy Eyes for Life says Jason recommended you. Well, that is scary. I was never a big fan of Jason Voorhees, really. I mean, I did like the movies up until about the 3rd movie. After that, they got kind of crazy and lunacy, but I mean, wow, look at that. A YTD sensation has won the matchup for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Triple Threat Extreme Rules matchup, Taylor Jones. One of the YTD sensations that just inked a contract not too long ago, just picked up a huge opportunity, because now Taylor Jones will move on to Starrcade this Friday night and face an opponent of the Wolfpack's choosing for what will be the vacant Junior Wrestling Championship. This was, of course, a non-title matchup, which Kyle Riley has actually lost. That's his first loss in some time. Big matchup for Taylor Jones, though. Congratulations. All right. So, anyways, who's Jason? We still need clarification. I mean, I'm flattered if Jason Voorhees is watching from the depths of hell. It concerns me a little bit. But, I mean, we have some crazy people around here, so it's nothing unusual.
Jason Morrow 1, Arch.
Jason Morrow 1, okay. Gotcha. There we go. Thank you, Froggy Moth Legs, for the clarification. Appreciate that. All right, on to the next match of the evening. And here we go. This is another number 1 contendership matchup. Io Shirai in the matchup herself tonight. She wants to see which one of these vixen villains can take her out, if any at all. If it can be done, then one of these vixen villains will be challenging Io Shirai next Wednesday night. Actually, sorry, it'll be next Tuesday night. This week was supposed to be the beginning of the new schedule. Wrestle Wars was on Tuesday, but due to complications, that did not happen. So it'll be next Tuesday night, not Wednesday. I apologize for the next episode of Wrestle Wars Genesis. But it is an elimination matchup, the Eliminator to be exact, and we have, of course, Angel Brooks, another newcomer to YTD Academy, being given opportunity. We have
The new Jack
Of course, Honeybee from Team Honeybee Wrestling in action. She is the reigning defending YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link. We've got Mickey James representing Hardcore Country. Her partner in crime, of course, China, the 9th wonder of the world. We have the winningest superstar in Archiver's history, the Viking Rose Brewer from Team Distinct Cone. And again, the reigning defending Wrestle Wars World Women's Champion, Io Shirai. This is non-title again. This is contendership matchup. If one of them can beat Shirai tonight, if they can win this chamber matchup, they will go next Tuesday night and fight the champion for the title. What do you think, Lanola?
I'm gonna go with Rose Brewer. I kind of make it a rule to not vote or bet against Rose Brewer.
Boss, what do you think?
Because, like you said, the winningest superstar.
She is.
I'm going with Amber Extreme because last time these two fought, I betted on Amber Extreme and everybody betted on Rose Brewer, and guess who won? I won that bet. So I'm still going with Amber Extreme.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I remember that. All right, so there you have it. The Glanolaverse siding with the Viking Rose Brewer. Boss Apollo siding with Amber Extreme. I am going to go with Team Honeybee Wrestling and Honeybee because they have been tearing up the scene. I mean, Honeybee, a double champion, and of course the reigning defending, again, YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion.
Oh, it's a triple threat match.
No, it's Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, this is an eliminator match. It is a chamber matchup.
Oh, well, in that case.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm messing up.
All right, well, Boss is coming up of his list on who he's watching, who he thinks will win, and who may never win. Let's get the matchup underway. Let's go.
I am born.
B's been smoking.
If I was betting, I betted on. I am betted on Amber Extreme. I don't want Rose Brewer to win. I might consider Honeybee.
You might consider Honeybee.
Mickey James, she on my mind. The other two.
Mickey James is on my mind. Oh, Luke the Gooner is going to be pissed. Chasing down his woman. Where is Luke the Gooner? Sawing logs is probably where Luke the Gooner is. Because it would be, what, 5:30 in the morning for Luke the Gooner? Because he comes from roughly around the same neck of the woods as Dogface, so.
Yeah, it's like 5 it's like 5 in the morning when
Froggy says Boss deserves a pay raise for this commentary. And he also said B's been smoking everyone. B has been smoking everyone.
Yeah. And single competition.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, yeah, I mean, she doesn't have a tag team partner, so it's kind of hard to do it in the tag team division.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Maybe I should invite maybe I should send her invitation to the public enemy.
Oh, good God. Invite Honeybee to the public enemy.
In that case, I'm going for I gotta make a good impression. So
I mean,
I'm going for Honeybee.
If Honeybee was to ever join a faction, I would think that would probably be Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Well,
but I mean, I'm wrong all the time. What do I know? I just work here.
She had to pick between the two. I think you put them in a match together. I mean, whoever wins who she signed with.
Sir Jack says about to have the whole roster in this public enemy. Well, you should see Weapons of Mass Destruction in the Wolfpack. Good God.
Yeah, cause I know we got the Blades. We got the Blade family in the public enemy. We got the Three Faces of Fear.
Angel Terror.
I could have had being ready the sister, but right now they beefing right now, so I don't see her ever doing it.
Beefing.
With her brother, Envy.
Letting those tempers get out of hand.
But Honeybee would be a great fit to Public Enemy.
Well, she is crazy.
Well, I'm not even going to mention the fact that she, would be an awesome fit for the Wolfpack.
Bruno, let's tell you something. Listen, y'all need no more members. Y'all, every time you turn around, it's a new member join the Wolfpack. Yeah, not to mention, she would be a good.
At the same time, though, I mean, Wolfpack needs to have some good competition out there. So,
well, I don't see anything really much more interesting or engaging for the dirt sheets. I think at this point we could just move on to a list for the evening.
Oh, well. Open up the briefcase here.
Open up the briefcase.
Okay, now this list here, Archer, is a little bit of an older list. It was 2011.
You know what, though? Like, not all of our lists have to be new anyways. Our job is to inform everybody about interesting historical facts, present facts, potential future facts. I mean, we kind of cover it all. So
people
it's good.
with Taco Boy once in a while.
Oh, good God. Do not put that out there. We don't need any Taco Boy lists tonight.
No. This one is from BleacherReport.com by George Nolan, and it was May 12th, 2011. My top 10 greatest pro wrestling stables of all time.
His top 10, okay. I can buy into that.
Yep. I do like that he put it as his top 10,
I mean, I can appreciate that.
So, it starts off with an honorable mention. The Click.
An honorable mention to the Click, so this must be an excellent list.
Notable members, of course, were Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Diesel, Triple H, and the 1-2-3 Kid. Yeah.
Sir Jack, do you want to go over to Discord and put that into YTD Academy match requests and put redeem beside it in brackets? Or if a mod wants to do it for Sir Jack, that's fine too.
So, number 10 on the list. ECW, this one was from ECW, and it's Raven's Nest.
Would put Akira, but promo-wise,
Yeah,
Akira
Raven,
has no
Cactus Jack, Stevie Richards, Beulah McGillicuddy, the Blue Meanie, Luna Vachon, the Pitbulls, the Vampire Warrior, Dudley Boys, the Eliminators, Kimono Wanalaya, don't know them.
Kimono Wanalaya? Sounds like a cheap pickup line.
I know. Brian Lee, Supernova, Lori and Tyler Fullington, and Chastity. So it sounds like basically they had everybody.
So Sir Jack has requested a dark match over at YTD Academy between Alice Blade from the New Millennia and Honeybee. Says we put Akira, but the promo-wise, Akira has no issue with Honeybee from her time in the Hive. Well, that makes perfect sense then, doesn't it? I mean, either way, it doesn't matter which Blade, woman you chose. The mom, the daughter, doesn't matter. They're both, epic in that ring.
If you are an ECW fan during the mid-90s, you should be well familiar with the grunge-wearing, depressed, sociopath wrestler known as Raven. Also, if you were a WCW fan, WWF, he did them all.
Interesting that she Sorry to interrupt. Interesting, she wore out the Pure Wrestling Championship, but not the YTD Academy Grand Prix Championship. Making a statement there, I think. She's wanting to remind everybody that she has the power to choose a champion.
Not just that, but I think it is. She's proving that she loves to fight.
That too. She's a champion and doesn't have to be in this matchup, but she is looking for more glory.
Unfavorable position to be in. You can never come out of the chamber unscathed.
Honeybee and Rose Brewer in the ring to start this off. Damn.
I know. That's what Honeybee said. She said, "Ooh, Rose and Honeybee starting out. It's gonna be a nail biter."
What a smash! That is just insulting. Oh, just turn that around. Really just laying it in. Snap power slam.
All right. So, anyways.
Okay. Oh, number 9 on the list. I know Archer enjoys this, faction or stable or whatever you want to call it. And Christian Cool, I know, loves this stable. Hart Foundation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, British Bulldog, and Brian Pillman.
Look at her answering back.
And Pillman had such a future ahead of him, same as Owen, you know.
Yeah, it was sad. I mean, he died very young. I think he was 38.
Pillman? I think he might have been younger than that.
Was he younger than that even? Yeah, I could be wrong with that.
Look it up. But I mean, he was a hell of a competitor.
Oh, he was a fantastic talent. I mean, he was way ahead of his time for a lot of reasons.
Let's 35?
35? Okay. I thought it was 38, so I stand corrected.
This could be big. Going up high.
Oh, look at this Honeybee on top of the pod here. Where's she going? Down onto the... Wow, that was interesting. Little parkour there for Miss Honeybee.
And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Well, okay, now this next one, I'll be honest with you, I was not a fan of the stable.
Just cause I can.
I love the guy that started it. I just not a fan of the group. The Cabinet.
The
John
Cabinet.
Bradshaw, Layfield, Orlando Jordan, the E Brothers, Amy Weber, and Jillian Hall.
Yeah, I wasn't.
The
I wasn't.
Basham brothers. There we go.
Basham brothers. Yeah, I wasn't a fan either.
I thought it was such a waste of talent.
Yeah, it was. Waste of time. Period. Really. I don't. Matter of fact, I vaguely even remember them. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't do anything important enough for me to say, "Oh yeah, I remember that time when." You know what I mean? I just don't have that. I can say, "Oh yeah, I know they existed. And yep, I watched them wrestle," but I don't remember anything specific about them.
Now the next one here, well, just the name alone is enough. The Corporation. You know, Vince McMahon, Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson, Sergeant Slaughter, Shane McMahon, Shawn Michaels, Big Boss Man, Big Show, Chyna, Ken Shamrock, the Mean Street Posse, The Rock, Test, Triple H, Kane. I mean,
the corporation has some good people.
What could you ask for?
That's a hell of a list of allies on one team, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Joe Link says the Corporation had some good people. Yeah, you think? Bit of a stacked deck they had.
She gets the shoulder up.
This is going to come down.
Now, I'm glad this didn't say that was a ranked list. Because I'd have an issue with this next one in a ranked list. Number 6, Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah, Ric Flair, Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton. To me, this would have been way too low. You know, they deserve to be higher on the list.
And you know the group I preferred more than Evolution? Legacy.
I wasn't a big fan of Legacy.
See, I thought it was more entertaining than the Evolution period. But I don't see a hydrate in the chat room. I think that was very ill-timed. Did anybody give Glenola a hydrate? I don't see a hydrate anywhere. See, he's drinking on the job, folks. He's drinking on the job, folks. That's what's going on here. He's into Grandpa's sauce. Sneaking in a little sippy sip. Little bourbon. Actually, a little bourbon's good any night, really. Froggy Mothlight says, I put it in his chat. Almost sounds like you're reading a Hall of Fame list. No kidding. You're not wrong. Honeybee says, just because I can.
All right, number 5 is the Fabulous Freebirds.
Fabulous Freebirds.
Michael Hayes, Buddy Roberts, Terry Gordy, and Jimmy Garvin. Yeah, again.
If you haven't had the privilege, definitely look them up and watch some of their matches. Fantastic. Very entertaining people.
And they, thanks to them that we have the Freebird rule.
That is also true.
Basically means that any members of a faction can defend the tag team titles. So
she's getting herself in the zone, but she shouldn't hesitate much longer.
It's how it should be anyways. There's a point to having a faction, right? It's that level above a tag team. So if you're a faction, you also share those titles, which is why I never understood the need for a trios championship. I mean, you want what? Just so one more person in the faction can wear a belt? You have the tag team titles. I mean, if the faction controls the tag team titles, they control the tag team division, right? So if you have world tag team championships and world trios champions, who is the better? Are they? I don't know.
I agree with you, Archer. And with the Fabulous Freebirds, by the way, they were in AWA, NWA, WWE, UWF, WCCW, and WCW. So that says a lot right there that they were able to stick together in that many promotions.
Yeah, it really does, yeah. I've also seen their body of work, so I'm sort of biased, and I really enjoyed them as a group. So
they've had a trios match today.
The next one was in AWA, GCW, and WWE, and it's the Heenan family.
Yeah, sorry about that, Honeybee.
I'm going to mute for a minute. I'm going to get a drink just so Archer don't complain, and then I'll read this notable members list.
How dare you? Deflecting your flawed behaviors off onto me, sir. That is ghastly. Yeah, Honeybee, so there's a way around that. You can always click that subscribe button. Right? You see how that works? If you subscribe, you don't have to worry about watching ads. And it's a great way to say, Archer, I do really love being here. And as a result, I'm going to open up my big fat purse and drop a little love where love is due.
Archer, I'm going to drop a little bit of love so I can drop a lot of villainy.
That is ghastly. Jolene says, yeah, the ads come in at the wrong time. Yeah, sometimes that does happen.
All right, for notable members, we got Bobby the Brain Heaton, Nick Bockwinkel, Ray Stevens. I'm not familiar with a wrestler named Ray Stevens.
It looked like a done deal.
I'll have to look that up.
Something else when you're done this part of the list, for Froggy, fact check this for him. Is any of the reigns for the Freebirds concurrent? Like, did they hold titles while they were in AWA as well as NWA ever? Or
okay, well, yeah, we'll take that look at that. But we got Angelo Poffo, Bobby Duncombe Jr.
Oh, for those,
senior, not
and for,
junior.
if anybody doesn't know who Angelo Poffo is, actually, Macho Savage's father.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption.
Yeah, Bobby Duncombe
choices.
Sr.
069,
You got the Blackjacks,
the number to win a
Ken
YTV
Patera,
championship matches.
Mass Superstar, Killer Carl
Frog
Cox,
Splash.
kind of an unfortunate name, Professor Toru Tanaka, Big Cat Ernie Ladd,
Time to fly, here we
Adrian
go.
Adonis,
OMA.
The Missing Link, Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy, Paul Orndorff, Harley Race, Andre the Giant, Rick Rude, Hercules Hernandez, The Barbarian, The Islanders, Mr. Perfect, The Red Rooster, Brooklyn Brawler, and the Brainbusters.
Brainbusters. Love that team. You know what team I also, and they don't come up on lists very often, but you know a team I really liked was the Killer Bees. Also Strike Force.
Strike Force wasn't too bad.
Tito Santana and Rick Martel, who became Rick the Marvel Martel. But I really like the Killer Bees too. I used to like watching them wrestle the Bulldogs, and everybody was great. They wore those obviously B-themed trunks, and well-built, athletic guys could really go in there. Watch Killer Bees at all?
No, I don't remember the name at least. I probably saw
What about you, boss?
I don't remember the name either, really.
They are an older team. I mean, they were more popular in the 70s and 80s. So there's that. But
okay, then that's probably why I don't really know them.
But definitely check out some of their matches. You could definitely find some on YouTube.
Oh, you said they call it Killer Bees?
The Killer Bees, yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of YouTube, could we drop the YouTube link in the chat for anybody that hasn't already subscribed to the Archiverse on YouTube? Another way you can support the Archiverse is join us. Subscriptions are free on YouTube, and you can go over to YTD Academy and enjoy dark matches that are held throughout the week. And of course, 3 Sundays a month, we will be going live on YouTube. Our next episode will be episode number 12 of YTD Academy. It'll be this Sunday night. It's going to be a fabulous time, as always. Fabulous. Little, I'm not sure why I chose to use that particular word, but fabulous is what we're going for, Little. We're going fabulous.
Yeah. It's a good term for it.
Sure.
Okay, it's called Raymond Stevens, better known as Ray the Crippler Stevens or Ray Blonde Bomber Stevens.
Mostly knew him as the Blonde Bomber.
Yeah, began his career in 1950 and kind of retired around 2000.
Rose is gone.
87. No, 92 is when he finished his career. So a 50-year career.
Wow, I believe Honeybee was just eliminated. It is down to, right now, Angel Brooks and Amber Extreme. I see Mickey James is still locked in her pod. What happened to Rose Brewer? I missed something here. Hold on, I'm checking the chat.
Honeybee says Rose is gone. It looks like
Joe Link. Wow, Honeybee really. Oh wow, Honeybee eliminated Rose.
Taking this one back to the ring now.
You gotta love the constant flow of info from Team Joe Link and Honeybee Wrestling. We appreciate you.
Real quick here, Fabulous Reapers.
Alabama slam. That was all sorts of nasty. She must be close to finish now.
Could be
Not
anything
what you want to
here.
see by any means. She re-enters the ring now. It's the mark. Mickey is going up top.
What is it we're looking here for? Oh, the concurrent runs.
Yeah, and not.
From way up. Big mistake there, Corey. But she knows that now. Oh, hard impact in the corner.
At least on
Just Google Freebirds concurrent title runs and see if anything comes up. That might do the trick.
There we go. This is another pretty good sight for me.
We have reached a whole other level here.
I tell you guys, this newcomer Angel Brooks, she started her career in YTD Academy a little shaky. She is actually currently 1-1 up until tonight. But I'll tell you, she's taken the opportunity given tonight and really impressing. She's putting on a clinic. I mean, she is one of 3 superstars left in this chamber match, amongst legends in the business like Mickie James and Amber Extreme. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. Talk about making an impact.
Yeah, it don't look like they were concurrent.
No? Okay. Anybody that's wondering that just came in, Glenola was looking up information on the Freebirds and one because they were in multiple promotions, NWA, AWA, etc. And Froggy was curious if they had any concurrent championship tag team runs where they were champions in AWA and NWA at the same time, or if they were all individual runs in separate promotions. So Glenola has just answered that question somewhat for us because he can't seem to find any concurrent runs. Probably pretty much tell us they didn't have one.
Yeah, you think if they did, it'd probably be right there on top, you know.
Absolutely, the Fabulous Freebirds are one of the most popular tag teams of all time. So if there was any concurrent runs, they would definitely be boasting about it on some thread, forum, something.
And there is the forgotten attempt to recreate the Freebirds in WWA, or well, WWF at the time.
WWF at the time, yeah. Yeah, I remember
with,
that.
The Hardy Boys. And having Hayes manage them. Didn't last long, and they ended up going with Gangrel.
Did you expect anything less?
Exactly what happened, yeah.
Whatever's playing here can't
So,
be
number 3 can suck it. D-Generation X.
Kick to the midsection.
Kind of figured they were going to pop up in those at some point.
Oh, you knew they were. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chyna, Rick Rude, Mike Tyson, X-Pac, the New Age Outlaws, and Tori.
Mickie James kicked out again. Nice reversal by Amber Extreme. Beautiful judo throw. Oh! Double axe handle right between the eyes from that top rope. Look at this. Amber Extreme, big body splash. She wants to take out Angel Brooks and send her back to YTD Academy. And another big body splash. Man, oh man. And look at this, look at this. Another one! Whoa! I'm pretty sure that Angel Brooks' lungs just went right through the canvas. Somebody want to check under the ring? I don't know if she can continue the match without lungs.
I think her testicles may be a few sizes smaller.
You know, I always do wonder that, and some people say nay, some people say, yo, Honeybee, tell me something. If you took 3 big jumping body splashes to the testicles, exactly what would that feel like? Or anybody else that wants to answer that question happens to be in the chat room. If life is lurking, Christian Cool, anybody that can tell us what that feels like. Wow, Honeybee tapped out Amber Extreme. Or not Honeybee, Angel Brooks. It is down to Angel Brooks and Mickie James. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that the winner of this match goes on next Wednesday. Sorry, Tuesday. I keep saying Wednesday because that's the original night of Wrestle Wars. Next Tuesday night, and they will face Io Shirai for the Women's World Championship. Could you imagine if we were to continue the trend that's been happening in the men's division? Because the last 3 Archiverse World Champions have been YTD Academy sensations. Could you imagine if Angel Brooks decided to make that a thing with the women's division? Can you imagine if Angel Brooks goes next Tuesday night and defeats Io Shirai and becomes the Women's World Champion?
Jolie, you're actually incorrect on that. The NWO is not in number one. But before I do this next one, I am going to take a drink. I'll be right back.
Grabbing some more of that bourbon.
Number for a chance to win a channel
Those were just
redemption
water
of your
to
choices.
poison the throat before I start reading this. Because number
Usually-
2 is from WCW, New Japan Wrestling, and WWE. It's the New World Order.
Yo, look at that. Beautiful transition to an armbar. Locked in tight. Mickey. Oh, she tapped out Mickey James. She tapped out Mickey James, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. And new number one contender to the Archverse Women's World Wrestling Championship, and will go on to Tuesday night's Wrestle Wars to face Io Shirai 1v1 for the Archverse Women's World Championship. Angel Brooks is your victor. Holy shit. Wow, what a match. Congratulations to Angel Brooks. That is absolutely impressive as hell. I mean, if we didn't already have, I mean, we've already got, what, Amber Shreem, we've got Honeybee, we've got Rose, all this talent, and now we're adding yet another phenom to the women's division. That is crazy. What a big win for Angel Brooks. Wow. All right. Sorry, what were you saying again?
Okay, well, this was the number 2 from WCW, New Japan, and WWE, the New World Order. And we got, for members.
W-O.
Oh. But you got Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Ted DiBiase, The Giant, NWO Sting, Six, Vincent, Miss Elizabeth, Eric Bischoff, Buff Bagwell, VK Wall Street, Masahiro Chono.
Yo, Quality Man 2022, thank you for the follow. Welcome into episode number 437 of the Archiverse. We welcome you to the Fam Jam. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. It's the second episode of 2023 for the Archiverse Wrestle Wars Genesis. Things are crack-a-lacking, moving right along. We're just getting closer and closer to the championship rounds. I hope everybody's getting excited. I think we have one match left, maybe two, before the championship rounds begin. It has been a smoking hot night. Absolutely epic and stellar in-ring action. People have been putting on clinics. Angel Brooks, a YTD Academy sensation, just became the number one contender to the Women's World Championship. Oh my God, what else is going to happen tonight? Anyways, welcome in. Thanks for being here. How are you? How'd you find us? Do you find Joe Link sexy like the rest of us? Would you like to wear a pair of Glenola's underwear? And are you single, or are you perhaps on the dating market? Because, you know, we have a few residents that are always looking. It's a bit of a horror situation. They own brothels. Anyways, back to you, Glenola. And actually, well, first of all, I'm going to get the next... Hold that thought. We'll get the next match crack-a-lackin'. I need a drink, though. You saying that you were having a drink made me thirsty, and my cup's empty. So, I'm going to hit the concession stands in a minute, but let's get the next match of the evening underway. And here we go. Let's go. Legacy, MJF, and Lord William Steven Regal. It's actually Sir Lord William Steven Regal and MJF taking on the Coalition. Nick Aldis, the one Elijah Archer, and of course we have Rock Roberts and Carlos Hawkins in tow tonight. Going to make sure that there's no funny business while the Coalition are doing their thing. Who do you guys think is going to win this match? Do you guys think it's going to be the Legacy? Is it going to be Sir Lord William Steven Regal and MJF? Maxwell Jacob Friedman? Or is it going to be the one Elijah Archer and Nick Aldis, the Coalition? What do you think? We're going to find out, because that match is next. It is happening right now. It is showtime and go time, and let's go.
Well, I'm gonna probably go with the Coalition, but I'm thinking about Lord William Regal.
Oh my good God. Here we go.
Sir Lord Duke William Von Steve Reeks, Esquire United. How do I join? Discord. Archer's Army welcomes you to join us on the Archerverse
so,
Discord to
while you're deciding who you're voting on, Glenola, boss, who did you say you're going for? You're going with Coalition?
Skipping some comments. Discord. Archer's
Yeah, I'm going with the Coalition.
Y'all are having real issues with those mute buttons tonight. See, when the mute button is pushed in, you cannot speak. When it's popped out, like your little tiny boner, you can speak. Anyways, alright, so we're going to get this match crack-a-lackin'. Let's go. Legacy versus the Coalition.
But I am going with the Coalition on this.
Looks like everybody is,
don't
right?
want to vote for
We have 104 streamers that have wrestlers progressing throughout.
You don't want to
our
vote for
season
Sir
window.
Lord William Steven Regal and Maxwell Jacob Friedman? What is wrong with you? Why are you keeping them in the dark like that? Why are you underselling them?
TAV on YouTube, URL.
Actually, don't answer that. We don't care. Alright, so I'll be right back. Gonna grab myself a drink. Plus, I did fear you were looking for an answer to that question, so there's that. But I'll be right back. Entertain the fans, would you? Come on.
Alright, so to continue the notable members list, we got Big Bubba Rogers, Scott Norton, Randy Savage, Dennis Rodman, Great Muda, Conan, Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude, Dusty Rhodes, Scott Steiner, Hiro Saito, Hiroshi Tenzin, Satoshi Kojima, Akira, Tatsutoshi Goto. I'm probably mutilating these names. Brian Adams, Big Titan, The Disciple, Bret Hart, Horace Hogan, Stevie Ray, Kurt Hennig, which I think they mentioned yeah, they already mentioned Kurt Hennig. Lex Luger, Sting, which they mentioned, well, actually there's two separate Stings. Rick Steiner, David Flair, Torrie Wilson, Disco Inferno, Barry Windham, Jeff Jarrett, Harris Brothers, Booker T, and Shawn Michaels. Yeah, pretty well could have a who's who in that group.
Kurt Hennig is so good they named him twice.
Here comes trouble.
And for those of you that haven't watched when the NWO made its premiere, that was some great television. Yeah, just, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash taking over the broadcast and just going from there.
Yeah, that was. I agree on that one.
Yeah. And then the match that they kept teasing the third member, and they were going up against three members of the WCW roster.
Who's the third man?
And it wasn't until the match started that it's revealed that Hogan was the third member.
One of the greatest heels of...
It was awesome. I seen it when
that was one of the great heel turns.
Yep, it was one of the great heel turns. That seemed like the top 5 heel turns.
Oh, definite. And
that's some history, Joe.
Fans just were stunned.
They was. Legend have it. They still stunned to this day.
Just a little bit.
It was the most shocking.
You know what? I think another big heel turn would have been if John Cena would have did a heel turn. I think it would have been something big. I don't think it would have been as big as Hogan would have been, but if John Cena was he would get a heel turn and join like the Nexus or one Evolution like that. I think it would have been a great heel turn, but he was the good guy.
Well, okay, at number 1, the Four Horsemen, NWA and WCW. Yeah, you got Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Ollie Anderson, Tully Blanchard, James Dillon, Lex Luger, Barry Windham, Sting, Sid Vicious, Paul Roma, Brian Pillman, Chris Benoit, Steve Mongo McMichael, Kurt Hennig, and Dean Malenko. Once again, awesome
returned.
lineup.
What have I missed? Oh, the Coalition have hit the squared circle. The boys in red are here. It is party time. Sorry, what did I miss on the list?
I finished off the WCW roster. They actually had Kurt Hennig listed twice.
These competitors know that there will be no count.
And then, of course, they had NWO Sting and then Sting, because that was actually two different people.
Excuses. Win or lose.
Froggy says, who's the third man? Well, there was 4, but are you talking about Rock Roberts or Carlos Hawkins? If we're talking about the Coalition.
No, you was talking about, we kind of discussed a little bit with the...
Ooh, Quality Man
the
22.
NWO.
Quality Man 22 not only joined the Fam Jam, looking to ink a contract here at the Archiverse. Fantastique, he would be streamer team number 105, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to Quality Man 22. We appreciate you, sir. Fantastique. All right, sorry, Glenn, I'll go ahead. I just had to make note of that.
No, we had been talking about the debut of the NWO, with the who's the third man, and then it turned out to be Hogan.
That's what we're talking about. Okay, I thought for some reason he was talking about the Coalition because they had 4 members come out. I thought he didn't recognize one of them.
Well, I'm assuming that's what, because your boss and I were discussing that. Then number 1 on the list was the Horsemen.
Oh, the Horsemen have to be, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
The 4 Horsemen, greatest... I mean, arguably the greatest stable of all time.
Yeah,
Faction, stable, name your cliche.
If they weren't in the first 9, you knew they had to be number 1. I mean...
Yeah.
There's no way to do that list.
Agreed. Boss, what do you think? Are you a fan of the 4 Horsemen, or...?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I think most people are. I mean, if you're not a fan of the 4 Horsemen... I mean, if you're not a fan of them, that's... It's subjective, right? It's... But, I mean... Yeah, I would...
We look down on you a little bit, but you're right.
Yeah. We look down on you. All right. And we also say, if you don't like the 4 Horsemen... We say that. That's what we say.
But, yeah, and of course, one of the Horsemen. Actually,
that's not funny, Froggy. I heard that.
Get an update on how he's doing. I haven't heard anything recently.
Quality Man 22 says Tully was the best part of the Horsemen, in my opinion. I mean, Tully was a big part of the Horsemen.
I was kind of partial to Arn.
Froggy says, "Cock-a-doodle don't." That's what I'm saying. Don't. I mean, there's no real necessity to sit up here and, bother us with your flatulence issues, Froggy. That's all we're saying. I mean, you choose not to be actually on the broadcast and speak to the masses and entertain our fans. Instead, you just sit by us and, release foul gases. We don't appreciate it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't see any updates on McMichael's condition. Last we knew he was bedridden.
Joe Link says, "Why is Regal taking out the other members of the Coalition?" I'm wondering the same thing. Like, where's the ref? What's the referee doing in all this? I mean, come on, ref.
Does that put you in mind, though, of the one Bluewood Boys match where that guy just kept going after Joshua Dabbs?
And look at this, he's going after Rock Roberts now.
This is ridiculous. This is insulting.
Carlos Hawkins finally making his way around here.
Okay, so do you have a list, boss?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's right.
Nick Aldis finally re-engages and goes after Regal.
My list was the 10 current WWE superstars who was the worst year, who was worst. 10 WWE superstars. What was the worst year we had in wrestling?
So the worst year in pro wrestling for WCW?
No, it said the worst year for WWE superstar. Like, what was the worst year they had?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So number 10 on my list is 2014 Drew McIntyre. The worst year Drew McIntyre's professional wrestling career was 2014 hands down. That he was released by WWE as Vince McMahon super gay upper him. Prior to his release, the Scott had lost single matches to El Tiro, Sin Cara, and had spent a year teaming up with Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater. After that, we all knew that McIntyre worked harder and became one of the best WWE superstars to this day. Yeah, I think 2014 was his worst year.
Yeah, I don't think that's. It really was.
Yeah, it was. Because when he first came in, he came in as this cocky person, but like I said, they didn't get.
Well, he was the chosen one, right?
Yeah, he was the chosen one.
He was Vince McMahon's chosen one. They even referred to him as that.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they were running. He was Vince's next big guy.
Yeah, and then like I said, like they didn't build his storyline. You know, they just threw him into the dogs. What they did, like he lost his Kane, his Undertaker, and they just threw him into the dogs.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he just went and reinvented himself, and now he's one of the best wrestlers in WWE to this day.
Pump handle applied. What's coming next?
Oh, number 9 is Alexa. At 2021, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss had a pretty bad year in 2021. She had a good start to the year with her endless supernatural character. Fans was talking about her all the time and wanted to know more about the storyline. Alexa even scored a win over Randy Orton.
Now Rock
And
Rock
then
was
caused
always
to
taking a
see
beating and he
the
had
match
a sentiment in the match.
However, the booking ruined Alexa's career, basically turned her into a girl with a doll. It was a waste a year for Alexa, and she still hasn't been able to recover.
Quality Man, it's actually not a true statement. They did not sell to Saudi Arabia. I actually read an article earlier tonight that was actually an article that was just published tonight, and they did not sell to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they did sell. They did. It's like a promotion thing, but they didn't sell the company to Saudi Arabia. It's like a promotion thing they were doing with Saudi Arabia.
I mean, it was inevitable that eventually the WWE would sell to somebody, right? I mean, they already sold shares off to, you know, who knows who owns the other shares, but Vince still happens to be the majority shareholder, and he'll look for a buyer for those, but I mean, it was going to happen at some point. I mean, I would prefer to see him, you know, make any changes as far as that goes, you know, before it's, before he's not here anymore. Rather than waiting till the man's not with us anymore and then making all those decisions then, type of thing. But yeah.
WWE would completely shoulder to this move.
2014 worst year, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes living the best moment of his career when he suffered a torn how do you say that?
Pectoral?
Yeah, pectoral injury. We knew he would become stronger to fulfill his dream to essentially go to E in 2016. The American Nightmare has shown his potential, delivering great matches and becoming a huge star he couldn't be in his first WWE run. Cole had a couple of bad years in WWE, and the worst was 2014. Cody won tag team gold that year.
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand,
Cody wanted to solo push, but he had a
WCW or
4-13 season record that year, and all of those matches took place on TV. I think that was his worst year.
Yeah.
He steers clear of contact.
And 7th worst year, 2011, is Seth Rollins.
He turns it around.
Seth Rollins was one of the best wrestlers for his generation, as and frequently he had been considered throughout his career. Roller hasn't had a bad year as a professional wrestler, but perhaps in 2011 was a bit luster by his standards. In that year, Rollins worked for Ford Churchill Wrestling, a promotion that frequently wasn't as good as Ring of Honor.
The new jackpot number changed to win eternal redemption of their choices. 069.
What's that?
The number for winning the championship.
Florida Championship Wrestling? Yeah. Well, FCW became NXT.
Oh, okay.
They took them over.
Oh, so basically they bought that company?
The other big development company back then, and they're still in existence, I think it was OVW. And then you have like MLW and some others, but
it's 26, number 6 on the list, her worst year in 2019 is Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is one of the greatest female wrestlers in WWE history. Year after year, she stood in the spotlight, putting the great shows and dominated her opponents. The Queen had a little title every year for her career, which is very impressive. However, in 2019, her 3 SmackDown Women's title reign meant nothing. In fact, she failed to successfully defend the title even once. Also, her in-ring work was lazy that year.
Up and boom, knee drop right on target.
Number 5, worst year 2017 is Sasha Banks.
I think her worst year was when she decided to just, walk out on all the fans.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so I said.
Again, I had no problem with her having issues within the company, but there were much better ways and times to deal with that.
Yeah, I think she could do things better than that.
Yeah.
Walking out, it's quitting the job, walking out.
Yeah, I'm sure other people have different opinions on that, including her herself, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Number 4 on the list, worst year of 2022 is Big E.
What's coming next?
Oh, is that when he got hurt?
I think it is. Big E had the best year of his career in 2021. As he won the Money in the Bank briefcase and became the WWE champion, which was one of the most impressive moments of the year. Unfortunately, 2022, with the opposite, he lost the title and he was put back alongside Kofi Kingston, even ending his solo push. First of all, but he suffered a neck injury, which could mean the end of his wrestling career. So anybody heard any updates on Big E?
Not in a while. This is just me personally. I actually expect him to show up at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Personally, even if it's for a short appearance type of thing.
Look at this, out to the apron.
Yeah, I think that's I heard that. I think he was training somewhere. Something like that.
I am watching F now. My boy came back tonight.
Number 3.
Oh, Archer just decked MJ up with a pair of knucks. Cheating bastard.
Which one?
I don't condone such things, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't condone Archer's actions right there. I'm just putting that out there right now. Don't be asking me questions about why Elijah Archer has illegal foreign objects in his pants. Especially you, Dogface, if you're watching, because I know you're just wondering what's in his pants anyways.
Awesome, Adam Cole is awesome.
Trolling says I watched it passively. Archer's been going hard after those knuckles. Joling says, awesome, Adam Cole is awesome. Adam Cole is awesome. I kind of wish he was back in NXT or on Raw, whichever brand he'd like to be on, because Yeah, that guy could be utilized properly now. Hopefully, I mean, we don't know what's going to change while Vince is still in power, I guess. But hopefully nothing changes, like, because everything is going in a good direction. Hopefully he sees that. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he's going to sell the company anyways, or at least potentially. So, I mean, why bother changing it anyway? It's working and working well. But yeah, so anyways, back to your list there, I guess. Quality Man 22 says, I'll be back, everyone. When are your shows? Well, don't go by the schedule right now because it's actually changing. So it's going to be Sunday nights is going to be YTD Academy Live. That's on YouTube. That's 3 Sundays a month because the 4th Sunday of the month is always our stream previews. But we have Tuesday night is Wrestle Wars Genesis. We ended up having it tonight because last night I had some complications and it didn't happen. Friday nights is WCW Starrcade. And then, of course, one Sunday a month we have our stream preview, which we, of course, build through storylines, epic matches, utilizing YTD Academy and, of course, the 2 main roster brands. YTD Academy is, of course, our development league over on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Join the Fam Jam over there as well. Because not only do we have 3 live shows a month, but we also have dark matches throughout the week, every single week. So, France with 2 L's. What's going on, France? All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was he talking about villainy? Oh, you son of a bitch. They can't save me because they utilized everything earlier in the show. France, you absolutely, positively, without question, suck. And should definitely fist yourself. I will be back, ladies and gentlemen. So, France with 2 L's has redeemed Cut the Cord, so I believe, is that 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Can somebody check that for me? I could do it myself, but I'm lazy. I like just sitting here sipping on my drink and letting everybody else do the work for me. It is much easier. You know what I'm saying? 15 minutes of thinking to myself that France with 2 L's should really fist himself with a foreign object very hard and puncture his own intestines. But anyways, I shall return. Glenola, boss. I shall return in 15 minutes, my friends.
Alright. You gotta be kidding me. Surviving that maneuver is absolutely amazing. And they just take going to the right one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall. The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are in a fever pitch right now. You can feel the anticipation with every second that ticks past in this match. No way.
Alright, so let me understand number 3 on my list. The 2018 worst year is Sheamus. Sheamus turned on fire. He delivered a badger after badger after badger, and that has made the fans love him right now. This is thanks to him reinventing himself. He rediscovered that act for wrestling and the fighting spirit. Sheamus had hit rock bottom in 2018, and his matches were bad. The character was born, and Vince McMahon had no plans for him. He bounced back and is having a tremendous time in 2022. Well, not 2023 now. 2018 worst year is Bayley. Bayley had a remarkable career, and she would like to end up in the WWE Hall of Fame. However, 2018 was a lackluster year for her. That was the only year in which Bayley didn't deliver any memorable matches. She wasn't involved in outstanding feuds, didn't win any titles either. In addition to her character was already becoming boring, and perhaps even boring the following year. Her turned heel, and now she's reinventing her career.
That is right. Don't be ashamed.
Number 1 on the list, 2017 worst year, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is undoubtedly one of the all-time greats, but constantly is not his. Not his forte. When he motivated, the Viper is really entertaining, but when he's not, he can be pretty average. In that regard, he had some of a lackluster years, and 2017 was probably been his worst. Certainly, Randy won a Royal Rumble match and defeat Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 33 to become WWE champion. However,
The
that
new
match
jackpot
had
number
the
30 chance to win a channel redemption of your choices.
and most of Orton's
069, the
matches
number to win a
were
YTD
big cards
championship
that
matches.
year. Needless to say, Orton lost the title to
It's not my
Jinder
fault.
Mahal in a terrible,
I'm used to someone
in a
saving
terrible
you.
feud. So let me recount. So it was the worst years of pro wrestling. So
Friends with 2 LS
Ten was
numbers
$3
are
title.
9, 8. Good luck,
Number
friends
9
with
was
2
Alexa
LS.
Bliss.
There are some amazing and fun channel
Number
rewards to
8
choose
was
from
Cody
if you are
Rhodes.
team. Superstar switch up. Want to become
Number
someone
7
else for
was
the
Seth
day?
Rollins,
Hi.
2011.
Superstar and become a different superstar each day.
Number 6 was Charlotte Flair, 2019.
Gotta be kidding me.
Number 5 was Sasha Banks, 2011. Number 4 was Big E, 2022. Number 3 was Sheamus, 2018.
Those saving redeems are very limited now. France with 2
Number
LS.
2 was Bayley, 2018. Number 1 is Randy Orton, 2017. And go my list here, man.
Nice list.
You got another for Logan?
Oh yeah.
You win out a bunch of villains.
But I was going to look at one thing here.
And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in a tag team battle.
Okay, last I'm seeing from Big E, he says he didn't require surgery, and wasn't sure if he was going to wrestle again. But that was back in like May.
Oh, so he said not for sure he'll come back?
That was May, June. That looks like it was in June that he said that. So who knows? You know, maybe he might have improved enough to come back.
This right pairing can certainly do wonders, and make no
Kind of hard to
mistake,
tell.
this was a wonderful
Yeah, for real.
performance tonight.
Especially with
New number 1 contenders.
neck injury.
Yeah. Okay. You gave me the idea on this next list, boss.
All right.
This is from WrestlingInc.com. Written by Benjamin Falbo. Updated September 15th, 2022. So, pretty recent. Greatest heel turns in the history of pro wrestling ranked. Number 12. Tommaso Ciampa claims his moment.
Tommaso Ciampa.
With the Triple H helmed era of NXT now firmly in the rearview mirrors, many have been reminiscing about the NXT of old. The formerly black and gold brand was for a time perfect intersection of indie talent and WWE style production. It also served as the home for some of modern wrestling's most dynamic and engaging feuds. One was the multi-year saga played out between Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, former team DIY. Just as the credits rolled on NXT TakeOver Chicago, Ciampa would whisper to Johnny that this isn't our moment, it's my moment. He would then take his longtime friend and proceed to slam him headfirst into the entrance set's LED board. Boos and jeers from the crowd rained down like a monsoon, only increasing as the beatdown continued. So,
This matchup right
That,
here
you know, I
is
didn't
amazing
see that, but
because
that kind of
Jalen
puts me in
Wilson
mind of the
still a
barbershop,
Academy
you know.
superstar won the World
Shawn Michaels
Championship
and,
after being given a huge
Marty
arm.
Jannetty.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 11. Austin Idol betrays Jerry Lawler.
Truth.
American Wrestling Association, better known as the AWA. Oh, looks like next match we got Bubba Bruno versus Jalen Wilson. Oh. I think I'm gonna go with Jalen Wilson.
I want Bubba Bruno.
I kind of thought you might.
But I want Bubba Bruno by betting on Jalen Wilson.
There you go.
Gotta go, Bubba.
All right. Froggy's going with Bubba. But let's see. One such example of the high quality was the legendary blood feud between Lawler and Austin Idol. Winner of '87, Idol would betray Lawler, later aligning himself with Paulie dangerously. Follow up this shocking turn by claiming the AWA Southern Heavyweight Champion in the finals of a multi-man tournament.
Being opened or not yet.
This newfound gold would place Idol back in the crosshairs of Lawler, who claimed the title that April in a brutal chain match. Both men opted to settle things for good in a hair versus hair steel cage title match at Mid-South Coliseum. Things were looking good for Lawler until Tommy Rich, an ally of Idol's, emerged from under the ring to help him score the win.
Wrestling excellence bar none, period. Welcome to the
Following the victory, the duo would batter Lawler and shave his head. Idol's heel turn is a classic example of old school booking. Good old-fashioned Southern blood and guts wrestling at its finest, and is definitely worth a watch.
Rage 6. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors.
Right.
Said,
number 10.
Next
Kevin Steen betrays El Generico.
Back to an old format.
Now, for those of you who don't know, that's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Extra betting will be for stream per views only.
But, let's see. Late 2000s weren't going well for Mr. Wrestling, losing many major singles and tag matches, latter alongside El Generico. This would change when at Final Battle 2009, Steen would finally snap following a loss to the Young Bucks. Hopping on the mic to say a few words, Steen would look at El Generico in the eyes and tell him, "I hate your fucking guts." He would then batter his now former friend with a steel chair, cementing his turn to the dark side. Even a decade later, it still stands as a legendary moment and the first shot in one of ROH's finest feuds.
There's no gray area. Strategy-wise, this is the kind of match that favors the bold.
Number 9 on the list, Prince Devitt forms the Bullet Club. 2010s, Bullet Club dominated the pro wrestling landscape, first in Japan, eventually in the U.S. Either stayed the faction, its legacy, and its merch. Love when they edit that way. Still have a ubiquitous presence in the world of pro wrestling. Their genesis would occur in late 2013 at New Japan Wrestling due to the machinations of one Prince Devitt. Let's see. The self-proclaimed Prince was far from satisfied with his career trajectory. The only thing holding him back as far as he's concerned was his Apollo 55 tag partner, Ryosuke Taguchi. Probably mutilating that name. Following a loss to the Time Splitters at Invasion Attack 2013, Devlin would attack Taguchi and subsequently align himself with Bad Luck Fail. The duo would soon be joined by Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Ruthless Tama Tonga, officially forming Bullet Club. From there, the career of Prince Devitt reached new heights as did Bullet Club as a faction. Over the next decade, likes of Young Bucks, AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, and Cody Rhodes would all join the club. A subsection of the group, known as the Elite, would eventually become the core talent for the genesis of all Elite Wrestling. Alright, number 8. The breakup of the Rockers. For those of you that didn't see it, this moment is another one of those what the fuck moments. Before Shawn Michaels became the WrestleMania headlining sequin enthusiast we all know and love, he was one half of the Rockers with Marty Jannetty. They were just a personal thing. They were an awesome tag team. I loved watching the Rockers.
Straight jacket locked in.
Schism would go down on the 91 edition of Brutus Beefcake's Barbershop segment, where the Rockers addressed some recent issues. Following the full apology, Michaels would deck Jannetty with Sweet Chin music and chuck him through the barbershop's glass window. Seeing as Michaels wanted to stay in the WWF and Jannetty didn't, it was clear who the breakup was benefiting. Following this breakup, Shawn Michaels' HBK persona would quickly take shape and would soon dominate the Attitude Era. To this day, the barbershop window moment is still remembered fondly, especially when another prominent tag team breaks up.
So after that, what happened to him, Dickie? After that, it's like he just after that turn, he just disappeared on the face of the earth.
Yeah, Jannetty kind of had a rocky time after that.
Misses the target.
But WWE's brought him back a few times, but never really anything like should have. But he actually, after splitting from Michaels, Jannetty became a one-time Intercontinental Champion and one-time World Tag Champion with the 1-2-3 kick.
I believe that's 15 minutes. Am I off? That's pretty close. I think that's pretty close. France, are you satisfied with that? I think that's right around the 15-minute mark. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this new world champion, this YTD sensation, Jalen Wilson, very impressive. He has been taking Archer to the... Look at this! Oh, he didn't go through the table. He bounced straight off it. Luck be a lady tonight, but... Oh, Archer. He is really taking it to Archer. You know, as ghastly as it is, I got to admit, this Jalen Wilson is quite an impressive specimen, is he not? Apparently they don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. They are lost for words. They have nothing to say.
And he chooses to let go.
After he, yeah, he's pretty good.
I mean, he's been all over Archer. Archer's got his licks in here and there, but I mean, he has been taking Archer to the absolute limits. Oh, got him again with a flying elbow. Disgusting.
He leaves the ring and there's no countouts in this.
What have I missed? Anyways, are you guys going through a list again? I was actually, for part of that, I was going to grab a drink, so.
I'm going through a list of greatest heel turns in the history of pro wrestling ranked. And so far, we've had Tommaso Ciampa, Austin Idol, Kevin Steen, Prince Devitt,
who is Finn Balor, by the way.
Is that who that is?
Prince Devitt is Finn Balor, yeah. That's the name he went when he was wrestling in Ireland and UK, Europe.
And then the breakup of the Rockers was number 8 on the list.
The breakup of the Rockers, yeah.
To dismantle the Dogface members.
That hit the wrestling world hard at the time.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, but it was so awesome. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was watching at the time. You know what I mean? It was just crazy. Archer using the table. I'm surprised Jalen Wilson has not done the same thing. Archer, the only person so far to nail somebody to the table in this match.
Wait a minute. That don't make sense. What's Archer doing in the match?
Guanolo wasn't paying attention, guys.
No, I wasn't. I was reading list.
It was supposed to be Bubba. I know Archer came out. And he is all over Jalen Wilson at the moment. But Jalen Wilson's been taking it to him. I mean, the world champion looks good in there tonight. Oh, landed an end of days on him.
Oh, my, you right. What happened?
Oh, big body splash.
I heard you kept saying Archer, man. He's trying to match.
Froggy says the conspiracy grows. I'm telling you, everybody wants to be like War. If War can do it, why can't Archer do it? Archer needed a little redemption after earlier. He's attempting to do so, but Jalen Wilson is really taking it to him.
Well, I blame it on War. War got all this started.
No, War just does. War just does it to Archer.
It is in fact War's fault.
Except for the one case where he did it to Hulk Hogan.
And then somehow...
And Karina Farmer.
somehow he do it, War do the same thing in my universe. Like, the Wolfpack can do anything they want to do.
Taking it outside the ring now.
Jalen Wilson going for another table.
WWE Universe wants tables.
War paid Archer to
Good
jump
God.
in his own teammate.
Froggy says War paid Archer to jump in his own teammate. What?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Froggy, you should know better. War don't pay anybody. People pay War.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and Bubba isn't a teammate of Archer either, though.
Jumping, as in beat someone
I mean, he's a member of the Weapons of Mass Destruction.
He's got a plan for that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, he's not doing a very good job because I'll tell you this Jalen Wilson, the current reigning defending world champion, is whipping Archer's ass right now. Archer's fighting back. He has got to be a little embarrassed.
Alright, number 7 on this list is Chris Jericho attacks Shawn Michaels.
What the fuck was Archer just doing?
Oh, yeah, I remember that match. I remember that. Yes.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
Oh, plants him.
You know, that's not... Archer's got to understand, that's not how you give a piggyback ride.
No kidding.
All tables
But I gotta
now
tell you,
have
this has been one hell of a match between this YTD sensation and Elijah Archer.
That was Archer's
Even, I
reason.
mean, it's awe-inspiring to begin with that this Jalen Wilson was given an opportunity. He didn't just knock an opportunity's door, he kicked that bitch down and became the world champion. So, I mean... Oh, that is it. That is all. I mean, guys, I don't have a clue what happened to Big Bubba Bruno. This was supposed to be Big Bubba Bruno, former world champion, versus Jalen Wilson, the YTD sensation and current reigning defending world champion. A test of the champion, if you will, non-title. Well, Archer came running out behind Jalen Wilson, and while the rest of the story is history, somehow he becomes the legal man in this table match and is now the winner. Redemption from earlier. Redemption from earlier, that is for certain. The Coalition lost their match to Legacy. Legacy, the new #1 contenders to the World Tag Team Championships, but wow, what an interesting turn of events that was. Joe Lake says, did Archer try and thrust himself into the title picture? I think he did just that. I mean, would that not qualify him for a match against the champion?
No, I think it qualifies Big Bubba Bruno.
Maybe triple threat match then.
Nah, you know.
he won the match for Bruno. Management says too fucking bad, Archer. You tried to leapfrog Big Bubba Bruno. You're fucked. Nice win, though. Thanks for the viewership.
You'll give him this. At least he didn't come out wearing a belt.
Yeah.
You know, being declared the champion.
Maybe that'll be next. That'll be next. All right, next match of the night before we continue with any lists or anything else, other discussions. This for the Archiverse Women's World Tag Team Championship, and of course the new millennia. Alice and Akira Blade putting their titles on the line against Doudrop and Kaylee Ray, the Union, and they are the reigning defending YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Champions, taking on the former multiple-time World Tag Team Wrestling Champions, the Faces of Fear from Team Boss Apollo and Team One Woozy TV, Olivia Payne, the Warrior Princess, and of course the Freak, Nikita Razor, and she really is a freak. A big test for the new millennia, but it is going to be a fantastic match either way. What do you guys think? It is a triple threat tornado tag team. One fall wins it all, baby. Who do you guys think? Do you think the new millennia can pull it off, or do you think the other tag team champions perhaps become double champions, or do you think maybe the former world champions add one more to their collection of trophies on their wall?
I'm going with the Faces of Fear.
You're going Faces of Fear? Okay, fair enough. And Boss Apollo, I assume.
I'm stuck in rocking a hard place.
What? And I have to get the betting line open for this matchup too, so give me a second while I do that. All right, so go ahead, boss. Tell us who you're thinking about, who you're fantasizing about. Who do you think's going to win? Who you absolutely do not want to win, and better yet, who of the 6 beauty queens up there would you like to take for dinner? And that's only if Queen Apollo's not in the room, because otherwise you're not getting us killed.
Well, since the Blade is
a hard place in the tag match.
Future Mirror Public Enemy, let me see. Well, this one I am going with the Faces of Fear. I am betting on the new members of Public Enemy in the near future, and I'm thinking about Doudrop. And the other one,
Who you put money on, who you bet on, who you're thinking about.
He's thinking about Doudrop, guys. You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, my God. All right, so who do you guys think is going to walk out the Women's World Tag Team Champions? Is it going to be the New Millennia, the Union, or the Faces of Fear?
Alba Fire v. Isla Dawn is my favorite.
I'll give you guys 5 minutes to make your bets. And here we go. There you go. Betting lines are open. Gamble away, you gambling fiends. But here we go. The New Millennia put their titles on the line against the Union and the Faces of Fear. Let's go.
So, number 6 on this list, the Mega Powers explode. Yeah. Of course, Mega Powers, great tag team, Hogan and Randy Savage. But Miss Elizabeth began escorting the Hulkster as well, and that didn't sit well with Savage.
Doudrop's a great dancer. I forgot they came out to that entrance. Caught me by surprise there. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't realize she could get down like that, though, honestly. It's a little shocking.
But following an accidental elimination from Hogan at the Rumble, and Hogan tending to an injured Elizabeth, Savage could take no more. During a segment set backstage at WWF's medical area, Hogan and Savage would get into a violent screaming match. Would eventually turn into Savage blindsiding Hogan when his back was turned. That set up their legendary encounter at WrestleMania 5, where
sure
Hogan
did.
would defeat Macho Man.
Yeah, the Mega Powers.
Well,
the Mega
considering they're
Powers.
fighting over Miss Elizabeth, yeah.
You know, they had Andre the Giant and King Kong Bundy form a tag team, and the Mega Powers versus the Mega Plowers. I mean, what I was going to say was the Mega Powers exploded for WrestleMania 5. Here come the tag team champions.
Number 5 is Stone Cold's Deal with the Devil.
Yes.
Yeah. Vince McMahon helping the Rattlesnake beat The Rock. I mean, that was something
unpopular
else.
opinion at the time. Or happening, not opinion.
I think it's still relatively unpopular.
Oh, sure it was, yeah. Fans were pissed. But, I mean, overall, everybody loved the shit out of the storyline and angles, though.
Yeah. As you say, in this, the commentary says, while the run that followed was undoubtedly subpar television, there's no denying the staying power of this legendary moment. Yeah. But number 4, Andre the Giant aligns himself with Bobby Heenan.
Bobby the Brain.
True.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. On an edition of Piper's Pit, Andre would come out flanked by Bobby the Brain Heenan, much to the shock and revulsion of Hogan. Heenan, often referred to as wrestling's finest heel manager, and I can't argue with that.
It sucks that the Don team
Yeah,
have Mandy
I mean-
Rose butted us okay.
How could you?
You know, one of the finest heel commentators, just all around heel.
In a league of his own, I would think.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, there's been some great commentators, don't get me wrong.
But Andre would then proceed to challenge Hogan for the title at WrestleMania 3 and would complete the betrayal by ripping the Hulkster's shirt. Concerning the success of Mania 3, it's safe to say this heel turn definitely helped to move the needle.
Move the needle.
Yeah. Number 3, I'm actually surprised isn't in the number 2 spot.
Yet if
Mr.
a happy New
McMahon
Year's
screws
women's battle
Bret
royal
Hart.
for the number
The
1
Montreal
contender.
screw job. You know, I don't think I really need much to say about that, you know.
No, yeah. I mean, that's always been and always will be a favorite topic of discussion amongst wrestling fans.
You know, but not only was it a great heel turn, but Vince McMahon was revealed to be the boss, you know.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
It was the creation of Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
The character.
Tornado match underway, multiple teams facing off, but
Mr.
there will
McMahon.
only be one winner.
Everyone competing at once. You really need
Number 2, Seth Rollins joins the Authority. I don't know. I don't know if I put this on the list.
It's effective.
You know.
You got a rope break.
I don't think it was that monumental in comparison times that same angle was used, you know what I mean? So I don't disagree with you on that.
You know, the Shield breaking up, well, they weren't really going anywhere anyways.
No, it was inevitable that those... I mean, you knew Roman and Seth Rollins for sure were going to be big stars.
You know, and...
Even though we liked to boo Roman back then.
But, you know... But number 1, Hulk Hogan is the 3rd man.
Yeah, not a surprise. Yeah,
You know,
not a surprise at all.
Actually, though, I'd have to argue between that and the Montreal screw job. You know, for number 1. They were both, you know, such awesome moments.
I think the Montreal screw job is definitely a more talked about event over time than was Hogan being the 3rd man. Hogan being the 3rd man was huge in the moment. It was ginormous in the moment. And for the following weeks after that. But the Montreal screw job is still talked about.
Yeah, that's why I said, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I, you know, agree with its placement. Top 2, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree.
Of course, you know, the I just would have hated to be the janitor that night.
Oh. Yeah, there was a lot of trash heapish things happening.
Yeah, that was quite the...
Quite literally, by the way. I wasn't even being figurative there.
Yeah, I mean, the fans filled that ring with garbage.
To see a complete list of champions from each respective
I wonder sometimes how some of that garbage flew as far as it did.
WCW.
Yeah.
Into the chat. So goes researching for. Together we will grow.
Alright, well, that was a good list.
Our communities will remain strong by our constant support
I have
one.
So this is from Indeed. How? What do you mean? Wow. What do you mean? Wow. How dare you, sir? Gaslit. All right. So this is from the Sportster, and it's by Matthew Wilkinson. We've actually read lists and articles from him before. It is the 10 most important independent wrestling promotions ever. And I thought that would be an interesting list to read. This is just published May 19th of 2022, so it's fairly new. So, which is good because it helps make it relevant. So it says, well, WWE is the place to be for mainstream exposure. Independent promotions remain the heart and soul of professional wrestling. I don't think anybody really argues that. Focus in the wrestling world often goes on whichever promotion happens to be featured on television, whether that's WWE, WCW, or AEW. The majority of the eyes go to that company. While that might be the ultimate goal, end goal, without the independent promotions, wrestlers wouldn't have a place to make a name for themselves. It is on the indies where wrestlers learn how to develop their skills, work on their characters, and create a connection with the fans that forces a televised promotion to sign them. There are countless independent promotions all around the world, some of which don't last long, and others that end up playing a significant role in wrestling. So we're going to start out number 10 on this list is CZW, or like you Americans like to say, CZW. So death matches and hardcore wrestling aren't for everyone. There is no doubt that many wrestling fans love this style of wrestling. CW used to cater to a lot of those, but when the company finished, that market was wide open, which CZW ended up exploiting. The promotion helped provide a style of wrestling that a lot of the fans wanted to see, and on top of that, it helped create several huge stars from John Moxley to Sami Callihan. CZW, wow, that was quick. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still the Archerverse Women's World Wrestling Champions from Team Sir Jack the Greatest, Akira and Alice Blade. They are the new millennia, and they are still your World Tag Team Champions. Les Champions! Fantastic. All right, so on to the co-main event here in a moment. Before I finish what I was reading, I'll go ahead and issue the payout for that match. Give me a momento while I do that.
Here are your winners and still the Women's World Tag Team Champions.
And there we go. Payout has been issued for all of those that did participate in the betting lines.
An emphatic victory for your winners. An impressive effort from this duo.
A win like this always makes me happy. I kind of want to hop in there and celebrate with them.
All right. Here we go. On to the next match of the night. What'd you guys think of that matchup?
Great match.
Ooh,
Great
Glenola's snacking, boss.
A great quick match.
That was a fantastic match. And speaking of fantastic matchup, the next one, no different, except for this one is a Fatal Tornado elimination style matchup. We've got Demolition the winningest, or actually, I don't know if they still are. We've kind of been debating that because, of course, we have somebody tied with them, but a couple of those championship victories are, of course, from YTD Academy. Demolitions are, of course, all main roster, so we were kind of debating that, but impressive nonetheless. They were the winningest tag team champions in Archiver's history. From Team The Turret Man and Team Complete Geek TV, they are the Cyborg, Adam Colossus, and the Terror, Johnny Braddock, better known as Demolition, taking on Truth and Consequences, the hardcore icon Tables, part of the Wolfpack, his tag team partner, which did we ever discuss? I don't even know. Does anybody know? Is Darby Allin, too, running with the Wolfpack, or is he just a lone wolf, if you will? Yeah, I said it. I went there. I
haven't been told anything.
You haven't been told anything? Okay. But either way, that's his partner in crime, Darby Allin, and together they are Truth and Consequences, taking on the great Champ Jackson and J.R. Black, formerly known as J.R. Jack, or Jack Jr. if you're a Christian cool. They are the primetime players, and those three villainous tag teams are looking to dethrone the reigning, defending, and undisputed Archiver's World Wrestling Tag Team Champions from Team J Negative Gaming and Team KJ2294, the Soul Man Jay Simmons, and of course the OG, the original gangsta, Kurt Jordan. They are Phenomenal Soul, along with, of course, Team Joe Link's own, the phenomenal Joe Lincoln.
Archer.
These two riding high by themselves tonight. But here we go. Are you guys ready? I'm going to get the tag team betting line open right now. And I heard my name, so I'm going to have a quick look into the chitty chat room before I continue with the betting line. Joke time at Glenola, Tree of Knowledge, or Rotten Fruit for Archer. How dare you, sir? That is ghastly. All right. I once got invited to a party by the great Glenola. At that party, there seemed to be a lack of a certain thing that is necessary when a male shows up at a party, being the female. So what we did was we went to the local brothel down the street from where he lives. He lives in a very sketchy neighborhood, by the way. I can understand why he stays in the basement. And the Glenolaverse is a phenom in his neighborhood because everybody is watching the Glenolaverse because nobody else wants to do anything. You can't leave your house. It is very sketchy. Bad things happen all the time. People being beat up by baseball bats, shootings, all kinds of drug addicts everywhere. I don't know why he even lived there. This is quite crazy. But anyways, we once had to go down to a brothel, and we had to pay some females to come over to the great Glenola's party. And at that party, we, of course, set up a pole in the middle of the room. And you would think that the people from the brothel, the ones that are there to entertain and give us some of the, finer sides of said party, would be the ones dancing on said pole. But no. Glenola decided to throw on YMCA and dance around the pole himself, and everybody left, and it ended up just being me and a naked Glenola on a pole for the rest of the party. It was quite ghastly, disturbing. I'm scarred and still go to therapy to this day. But I do try to sell you that as a true story.
The girl he met at the brothel and that started his heel turn?
Oh, shit. Fisher touched. Wait, did...
1003.
He fall in love with the girl he met at the brothel that started his heel turn. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. And by the way, Fisherton, welcome into episode number 437 here at the Archiverse. We're at the co-main event of the evening here at the second episode here of 2023 anyways for the Archiverse Wrestle Wars Genesis. It's been a fantastic night. A lot of great people here. You now one of those great people, so thanks for being here. And I just clicked follow on your channel, sir. So I appreciate whoever it was that gave the shout out for Fisherton. Appreciate you. But yeah, welcome in. How was your evening? What led you to stopping by one of the most villainous channels on Twitch? But we have one of the greatest communities on Twitch, so there's that. We also are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. Some say on social media that we are simply Quite honestly
YouTube.
put, the late night place to be in, the most must-see
YouTube,
show on Twitch
URL.
TV. Also YouTube.
Discord.
If somebody drops the
Archer's
YouTube link, we are
Army
also
welcomes
the
you
most
to join us
must-see
on
show
the
on YouTube
Archerverse
TV because
Discord to
YTD
either
Academy is
promote your
blowing up
content or just to chat and have a
YouTube
great time.
as we speak,
Join.
shattering records. Anyways, appreciate you being here.
Tree
And
late night bush to be.
I'm going to go ahead and open the betting lines before I forget because I was just about to get the match underway. I was distracted by Fisherton. How dare you, Fisherton? All right, so who walks out the World Tag Team Champions? Is it going to be Demolition? Truth and Consequences?
TC is good for me.
The Prime Time Players? Or the reigning defending
But I'm
champions,
thinking
Phenomenal
about Phenomenal
Soul?
Soul.
Open those betting lines for 5 minutes.
This does put me in a difficult spot, because tables, hard to vote, bet against tables.
It is.
But you got the OG
The
Kurt
new
Jordan
jackpot number
and the
40
Soul Man.
chance to win a channel redemption of
Another
choices.
duo that's very hard to
069.
vote
The number
against.
to win a YTD championship match is
Yeah.
0.
I mean, I want to go with Demolition here. I mean, it's been a hot
then
minute
you got-
since they've been champions. It'd be cool to see them win an 8th championship.
7, 3.
But then,
Good luck, Jolene.
Truth and
There are
Consequences, of
some
course,
amazing
deserve an
and fun
opportunity
channel
to shine.
rewards to choose
Primetime
from if you
players
are the
coming back,
choice.
they're former champions. Same time, Phenomenal Soul, formidable champions, and it doesn't hurt my feelings to see them with the titles either. So I don't know, this is a tough one. Tough one for me. But, while we're making our decision, let's get the matchup underway. Let's go, co-main event of the evening. All right. Yeah, boss, what do you think? Who's winning that match?
But this one I want to put truth and consequences.
You're going Truth and Consequences on this one? All right.
They are ready for battle.
By the way,
placed
what did we determine was the general consensus? Did you guys
Froggy's
think
the only one that voted on it, and he said 100% true.
100% true? Oh, it absolutely is. The only thing I did neglect to mention is Glenn has actually moved out of that neighborhood. He is now living in the back of a bus.
Yep, I stole the struggle bus.
He stole the struggle. I was going to say that. God damn you. God damn you. No. How dare you, sir. Wow.
This is gonna be good.
I was going to say, Soul Embers is going to be disgusted that you stole the struggle bus and pitched a tent in the back of it. You ruined it. You stole it. That is disgusting.
Okay, well, real quick, I'm going to do my joke time. And actually, Archer, you and Boss both got a joke time from Joe Link.
Joe Link, how dare you?
But, so, this guy and his wife agreed that anytime they want to make love, they're going to call it a phone call so the kids won't know what they're talking about. One day, a guy tells his son to go tell his mom that he wants to make a phone call. When he does, Mom replies, "Tell your father the network is bad today, so there'll be no phone call." Son dutifully relays the message back to his father. Guy then says to his son, "Tell your mother if there's no network at home, I'll go to the payphone." So the son goes to his mother again and tells her the message. She sends him back to his dad saying, "Tell your father if he dares go to the payphone, then I'll open a call center at home."
Oh my God. That was good. That was good. You get full credit for that one. Full credit. Has anybody won the lottery tonight? Or come close? The mute button doesn't work well
I
when
think
trying to
somebody got
voice
within
it.
100.
Somebody got within 100. That was it. That is ghastly. You guys are terrible at that.
But if she opens a call center at home, then the dad
You were about
will be able to
125
make a
off.
call at home,
Unlucky.
so it all
That
works
doesn't
out.
cut it.
I was about 125 off.
All right, so Fisherton said, but if she opens a call center at home, then the dad will be able to make a call at home, so it all works out. Yeah, Fisherton's got that all worked out.
Very true.
Indeed. Indeed. All right, joke time, you ghastly trolls. I already gave you, one of the most epic stories of the evening about the life of the great Glenola, but that's not enough. You got to have a joke. Whatever. All right, so, Joe Link, why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road?
They are ready for a
Why'd it cross, huh? Why? Why, sir? I ask you, why did that chicken, why did the fowl cross the road? To get, damn it. God damn it, Joe Link. Oh.
Why did Elijah Archer cross the road?
I hate when he ruins my jokes. Now, that was going to be the most epic joke ever told on any broadcast. And you ruined it.
Damn it.
You ruined it. Whatever.
But yeah, why did Elijah Archer cross the road?
Why did Elijah Archer cross the road? Because there was probably a beer store across the road.
His dick was stuck in the chicken.
His dick was stuck in the chicken. Well, that must hurt Alan Severn a lot. Because I hear that Elijah Archer is packed quite well. All right. So where'd Boss Apollo go? Is he hiding again?
Probably just
He
he
was
probably took
trying
off.
to get away from
I'm
the
back.
Glenalians.
Oh, there he
okay.
is. Oh, I'm back. It's snack time for Boss, too.
Because he's trying to get away from the Glenalians.
Trying to get away from the Glenalians. Who said that?
Joe Link.
Somebody AKO Joe Link, please.
The Grenadian.
You have finally banned the broadcaster. Congratulations. Even Grandma couldn't do it.
Aha, take that. Right in the face. Savagery. But it was necessary. Don't make me do that shit again, Joe Link. Alright, so where was I on that list? Hold on.
Christian Hart knows no boundaries, folks.
Oh yes, number 9. People will stop moving on me. That'd be very helpful. Is Progress Wrestling. And again, this is the most important independent pro wrestling promotions ever. So number 9 is Progress Pro Wrestling. British wrestling enjoyed a huge rise over the past decade, and that has helped create tons of big stars such as Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, etc. It also allowed the likes of Gunther to become a big name, also known as Walter, for those that don't remember that his name is now Gunther. While Drew McIntyre also revitalized his career by returning to those shores. A big reason for the success was Progress, which brought together some of the best wrestlers in the world. The match quality for this promotion has always been unbelievably high, and that is one of the reasons it has been so influential over the years. Number 8 on the list is MLW, and I had actually mentioned that earlier.
What's coming next? And he goes for the
For a lot of people, before AEW came along, MLW was a crucial promotion as it provided something different from the norm. that is very much still the case with some amazing names having come through the doors, such as MJF. The promotion has always managed to get a great blend of names that fans are familiar with, alongside some young up-and-coming stars of the future. And the balance of the attracted large audiences while helping younger talent make significant improvements. And they made it sound like they were going to continue with that, and then just kind of cut that off there. So number 7, that was weird. GCW. GCW has been taking place since 1999, where it has blended hardcore wrestling with great characters and compelling storylines. It has consistently been ticking along over that time, but in recent years it has really enjoyed a boom period and is now considered a top destination for talent. While Nick Gage has truly made his name here with aggressive style and has also helped storytellers like Matt Cardona, who used to be Zack Ryder. The evolution of the Bloodsport matches was also huge for the promotion, so that was something that had never been done before. Number 6, Revolution Pro Wrestling. Revolution Pro Wrestling is another major promotion from the UK, which has done wonders for progressing talent onto bigger things. It can consistently provide some of the best wrestlers in the world with chances to develop their skills, which is why it has proven to be so popular. And talent from outside of Europe even enjoy visiting Rev Pro, which is due to the reputation for providing a fantastic standard of professional wrestling. Only second to that of TWA, the Artiverse Wrestling Alliance. These are the reasons why the promotion is so popular, both with talent and fans. Number 5, Defy Wrestling. Since its inception, Defy Wrestling has truly become the place to be. I should sue them. How dare they? Ghastly. They are not the place to be. I'm not even going to finish reading that part. Anyways, great independent wrestling. The quality of performers on these shows are always high, and it is typically a great place for fans to witness the next great thing in the sport. While Defy does also bring big experienced stars to help draw a crowd, the focus is always on those who can put together great matches. That is what has made it such an important promotion, as it truly defines the independent wrestling spirit that fans love. Number 4 is Shimmer. So when it comes to the world of women's wrestling, Shimmer has often been seen as the premier destination for wrestlers to work. This is an all-women's promotion. Oh, I hear Queen Apollo. Hey, yo, Queen Apollo, what's going on? What's crack-a-lack? What's new and exciting? How you doing? How you doing? Queen Apollo. Queen Apollo, Queen Apollo.
Hey, Queen Apollo.
What are you doing, Queen Apollo? You should join our show, Queen Apollo. You can become the true star of the broadcast booth. Overtake Boss Apollo. It does. We agree with you. We think that your voice would much better be suited for the viewers than that of Boss Apollo.
Or at least we need you when Boss Apollo tries to tell us a story.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was like one of the funniest things ever. So for those that don't know, Queen Apollo, obviously Boss's wife. So we have this redemption, the Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit, where you can either tell a true story or a fabricated story of just complete bullshit. Well, his wife obviously doesn't know what he's doing. So he's right in the middle of telling a story for a redemption for the Tree Knowledge Rotten Fruit, and she walks by, she goes, "What? It's bullshit." called him right out. I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing. That was fucking funny. Oh my God. That was one of the funniest things ever. In 437 episodes, that is one of the funniest fucking moments ever that belongs to Queen Apollo. For sure. Hands down. Oh my God. Oh, so thank you for that, Queen Apollo. The true star of the Apollo family.
I think she deserves to be in the celebrity wing.
Right? Yeah, she should be inducted into the celebrity wing. Yeah. Frig. I mean, you know, Queen Apollo probably wouldn't just abandon us without telling us she was, you know, going for a drink or a snack. And by the way, wouldn't return without offering us something in return, but like one Boss Apollo does all the time. You know, she'd be a lot more gracious than that, probably. That's probably, you know what, that's probably what, it's Boss. Boss keeps Queen Apollo from us, guys. He keeps Queen Apollo from us. He is withholding. She is oppressed. We need to free her. She needs to be freed. It's ghastly, Boss. What do you think, Manolo?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he would let him out right there.
Possibly. No, they seem to be a really good fit. She keeps him under control.
And by the way, incidentally, what are you snacking on there, Glory? We know you're eating something. You're not fooling us.
I was munching on some nacho Doritos.
And now you're munching on?
Nothing at the moment.
Oh, well, when you said you were, I was expecting a Boss Apollo thing. I was eating a tuna sandwich. Now I'm thinking about a bag of chips. And later on, I'm going to have a bowl of ice cream with some cookies that I dip in the ice cream as I finish the bowl. So yeah, there's that.
Sandwich sounds pretty good, actually. I just don't want to go up and fix something tuna salad.
Tuna fish sandwiches are pretty good, yeah. All right, we got eliminations going on left and right. I hope somebody's paying attention because I still have a list to finish here. So I was finishing off with tons of great wrestlers have worked here over the years, whether it was for a short period or for longer. It is a promotion that has had a huge impact on the wrestling industry, and with women's wrestling now thriving, a lot is owed to Shimmer, and I do agree with that.
Phenomenal Soul.
Wow, Phenomenal Soul's out? Holy shitballs. It is down to one member of Primetime Players, one member of Demolition, and both members of Truth and Consequences. This is crazy. Alright, anyways, keep your eye on that. Number 3 on this list is Evolve Wrestling. So Evolve was a crucial independent promotion which tapped into Gabe Sapolsky's brain, as he was someone who tried to channel the same energy that Paul Heyman had with ECW. The focus was on great wrestling for this promotion, bringing a lot of American and Japanese wrestlers to put on great encounters. The promotion ended up becoming a feeder system for WWE, which is why it has been such an impactful one throughout history, but many other stars, such as Darby Allin, have been part of this promotion as well, showcasing its wider range. Number 2 on the list is PWG. So one of the most influential independent promotions of all time is YTD Academy. Yeah, it doesn't actually say that. So it's PWG, which is often considered to be the #1 location for wrestlers to land in the Indies. It used to be. See, it's not updated. That's why it doesn't say YTD Academy. You see what I'm saying? They're dropping the ball here. They're not delivering news as it should be delivered here, ladies and gentlemen. But I apologize.
Holy crap, you may get your wish. It's down to one for the
Wow.
Primetime and one from Demolition.
Primetime Players versus Demolition. Better yet, it is J.R. Black versus Johnny Braddock. Oh! Knocked him out cold. Holy fuck balls. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, and new Archerverse Wrestle Wars World Tag Team Wrestling Champions from Team Almighty Exotic, the Great Champ Jackson and J.R. Black, better known as the Prime Time Players, and they are your new champions. Holy shit. Wow, they got beat. They were the world champions and they got beat and they left for a short spell. They come back and they pick up right where they left off. They are the new World Tag Team Champions. Wow, congratulations to Team Almighty Exotic, J.R. Black, and the Great Champ Jackson. Holy hell. That was crazy. Let me go ahead and issue the payout for that, if there is one. All right. So the winners, the Prime Time Players. And there's 3,390 Archerverse gems being issued.
069, the number to win a YTD championship matches.
And all right, so before I start finish the rest of my list, it is time to move on to the main event of the evening. But again, one more congratulations to Team Almighty Exotic and, of course, the Primetime Players. Fantastic.
Superstars,
and here we go, guys. Main event of the evening.
To become someone else for the day? Type superstar and become.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the Archerverse Unified World Television Championship, one of the most coveted championships in the business today. And look at these villains. We, of course, have the double champ defending his title. He is the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. He is also the Archerverse World Unified Television Champion, putting his title on the line against a member of the Wolfpack. His name, Carino, Sinister Farmer. And he is going to be in a very, very bad mood, ladies and gentlemen, because earlier today it wasn't just Mitchell Vaughn defending a title over at YTD Academy. The Wolfpack Wrestle Wars, Captain Ameridex and Carino Farmer put their YTD Academy Tag Team Championships on the line and lost those titles to the Gatecrashers, Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. We have new YTD Academy Tag Team Champions. But congratulations to the Gatecrashers, though. Fantastic win over the Wolfpack. But so he is going to be in a very foul mood. But we've also got the Gooner, Luke Ballmer. And we got two badasses from England.
Each loss of gold
going to look to tear apart Carino Farmer. Carino Farmer going to look to tear apart both men and take home that title. Who do you guys think is walking out the champion? Let me get the betting line open right now.
For
the Wolfpack. I want my client champion commissions, goddammit. Play. It Shadowks, your numbers are 8, 4, 2. Good luck at Shadowks. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if
I'm
you
going to go
are
with
the
Farmer.
champ.
You're going with
I'm here
Farmer?
till I pass out.
And then there's Fat Lad, the reigning defending champion. So, is it going to be the Gooner Luke Ballmer, Carino Sinister Farmer, or Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, the reigning defending champion, winning this matchup?
With that said, with Woozy
it is a Falls Count Anywhere matchup.
On 2022.
But it is an iron to gold
Archer's
match.
Army welcomes you to join us on the Archerverse Discord to either promote your content or just to chat and have a great time. Join. Play. YouTube.
All right, so there we go. 5 minutes to make your bets.
URL. Bruce Wayne 4921.
And there we go.
Numbers are 6, 8,
Betting lines are
9.
open, guys. Gamble
Bruce
away,
Wayne
you fiends.
4921.
Appreciate
There are
everybody
some
for being here,
amazing
by the
and
way,
fun
tonight.
channel rewards to
Second
choose
episode
from
in
if you are.
2023 of Wrestle Wars
Archer,
Genesis.
you said
Phenomenal
Dog
night.
Jolie
Great
cannot
matches.
load your
Some
updated
fantastic
Archer.
contendership
Join the
matches.
Discord, there is a
We're
link
seeing
to
some great
contract
matchups here in the
Bruce Wayne
championship rounds. We have a new
4921.
junior wrestling
Who's a
champion.
THM idol?
What an even. Actually, no, we don't. The judge defended, didn't he? Did the judge defend that title? I believe he did, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe he did. So we do not have a new
022.
junior wrestling champion. Boss, how dare
Yeah,
you
he
suggest the
did.
judge lost that title? You do your homework and fact check things before you just go ahead and say things. Don't be blurting things out. We do not need propaganda here, sir. How dare you? All right, so we're moving on. It is time for the main event of the evening. The Gooner Luke Bomber from Team Luke the Gooner 94.
Ew.
Carino Sinister Farmer, one of the most feared men in the business from Team Corn Husk Show. And, of course, from Team Dogface, the OG invader of the Archerverse from the Doggos. He is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, the double champion.
Fat Lad's on the right. He's a badass.
It is
from way
showtime
back.
and go time. Let's go, folks. All right, and I'll get back and finish off this
Gooner's a lot
list.
newer, but he's
Actually, what I
heckled
should
all
do is
over
catch
the
up on the
place
chat in
already.
case somebody is slandering me,
Archer Dog does have a
timing
point
me
on
out,
reading chat more.
attempting to swear jar me or anything else under the sun. So we're going to have a little look-see-poo here. Shadow says, Archer, you said Dog or Joel. Well, they both have Archer downloaded. So, yeah, you should be able to get it from their
Archer
arsenal.
Barney welcomes you to join us
For
on the
some
Archer
reason, I
Discord
haven't been able to
read and promote
upload
your content or
anything in
just
quite
to chat
some
and
time,
have a
since
great time.
1.18.
Join. I'm in Discord. What show am I on, my two people? Archer said the magic
I hear
words.
moaning. Boss, good for you. You're on the show and pleasuring the wife at the same time. I'm fucking proud of you, baby. Hell yeah. Woo! I love it. The vibes are strong in the Apollo house. I love it. All right.
Okay, Bruce Wayne 4921.
Only
go
at the
to
Apollo
link a
residence
contract
do we
and
have,
put
you
your
know,
info.
porn airing on Twitch. Archer said the magic words. What? Froggy. Froggy, that is not funny. Not funny. Just because I say something doesn't mean it should happen. I mean, for God's sakes, could you imagine the things that would transpire if that were to, if that were to happen? I mean,
IT should.
Shadow says it should. It should what? What should? It should become a pizza topped
It
with
should happen.
hamburger, bacon, maybe some mushrooms would be nice. Extra sauce, maybe a little extra cheese. Throw on some jalapenos too. Actually, jalapeno peppers would be nice. That'd be tasty.
You make a good point.
Oh, and we need to make sure
Not
that's
everything
cut
should
properly.
happen as
When
you
we're
speak
when
of
we're
it.
up here at the broadcast booth, when we're pulling our pizza apart, we don't want to get burned by stringy cheese. Froggy Mothleg says, you make a good point. Not everything should happen as you speak of it. That is correct. Thank you. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Can somebody please clip that? Froggy just said I was right about something. I need that for historical records. I would appreciate that. Keep the attention on your words and you'll go far, young... Somebody ban Froggy, please. Just flat out ban him. You know? Just... He doesn't need to know what happens at the end of the show.
Weird.
It's not a necessity over at Chateau du Frog.
Bon.
We're not freeing Froggy. We haven't even banned Froggy yet. I am attempting to ban Froggy. We can't free somebody that's not oppressed.
Even couldn't do it. Archer, let's make a
Quality
deal.
Man says, thank you, Joe Link. What are you thanking Joe Link for? I mean, Joe Link, he'll be on the
Thank you,
YTD
Joe.
first Quality Man.
You're
Oh, okay,
welcome.
that's why. Yes, thank you, Joe Link, for the informative answer. But yeah, Quality Man, everybody debuts at YTD Academy first, whether it be in a dark match and or on the live show. In your case, you'll be debuting in a dark match, and then you will be also on the on your first live show Sunday night. That's YouTube for YTD Academy, yeah. Absolutely. Man is catching on quick.
Yeah.
But Quality Man, just to be clear here,
Archer.
you know, be careful who you trust around here. They are villains. They are professional trolls. You've seen some of the antics. They have banned me from my own show. They trap me in swear jars. They cut my cords. I mean, they virtually do everything in their power to remove me from the broadcast so they can overtake me and upstage me. It's disgusting and foul. So I'd appreciate if you were more on my side of things. You know, you can be part of the Archer Fam Jam team. There's the Fam Jam, and then there's the Archer Fam Jam team. Those that, you know, unwaveringly support Archer in his endeavors and make sure that he's safe and watch his back so that these bunch of villains can't do things when I'm not paying attention. Timed out the Meme Lord 420. Nice. What happened? What'd I miss? Oi, Archer, you deserve all of that. All of what? All of what? What am I? I'm going back and reading things. I'm reading things because YT is making me. Somebody ban YT, please. AKO him at very least. He's making me read stuff that I did not decided that it was time to catch up on the chat yet, and he's making me read stuff. Let's make a deal. If Dog retains, you have to read chat more. I've been reading the chat all night, YT. It's not my fault you haven't been here watching the show with the rest of the Fam Jam, the masses, the many, the billions. How dare you. And by the way, right now you're distracting me from a perfectly fine list that we were running through. Best and most important independent wrestling promotions ever. Currently being held up, hijacked by one YT Shadows. Nice, Shadows got timed out, but I don't know why. Did somebody AKO him, or is he being naughty? YT says you streamed too late for me. YT, how dare you? Boss Apollo sounding a little fatigued. Can't watch the rest of the episode because he was doing two things at once there, and one made him very tired, ladies and gentlemen. But boss, again, we are very proud of you. Keep up the good work. Go and take care of Queen Apollo. We will talk to you, well, tomorrow, but live Friday night, WCW Starrcade, their second episode with the Wolfpack in charge. Heaven knows what's going to go on Friday night. But we'll talk to you probably tomorrow anyways. Have a good night, Queen Apollo. We love you.
Have a good night, too.
Oh, have a great night.
All right, so back to the list, you fucking trolls. Anyways, where was I on that list? Anyways, where is my list? Oh, there it is. All right, so wait, that's not where I was. I think I was on PWG. Yes, I was. Okay, so, or finishing it, I'll just recap it. So, one of the most influential independent promotions of all time is PWG, which is often considered to be the #1 location for wrestlers to land in the indies. The promotion has seen countless major names walk through the door with talents now filling the WWE and AEW locker rooms. But PWG also helped usher in a distinct style that fans see a lot now. The frantic and chaotic matches that cram lots of moves into one was birthed in PWG. With this being something that has since gone on to take over the entire wrestling world. And #1 on this list is ECW. So ECW wasn't around for anywhere near as long as certain other independent promotions, and it became so popular that certain fans wouldn't even consider it to be an independent company. But the fact is that it was, and there is no doubt it was the most impactful of all time. Paul Heyman created Bedlam with ECW, bringing together a great range of wrestlers who would wrestle with a hardcore style and others who would put together classic in-ring matches. The fact that fans still talk about it so often proves just how influential this promotion was. And that was basically the same thing I said earlier when we were talking about the Montreal Screwjob versus the third man in the NWO. And I said overall, with a bigger impact, that's why I agreed with Glenola, was overall, long term here, I think the Montreal Screwjob was more impactful than was the third man being Hulk Hogan in the NWO. It was a big shock. It turned the wrestling world upside down. It pissed fans off worldwide, yes. And in the moment and weeks thereafter, maybe even months thereafter, it was huge news in what back then was considered social media. But overall, I still say that the Montreal Screwjob was, I think it is still talked about more. I hear wrestling fans all the time discussing the Montreal Screwjob and whether or not they believe it was a work or not, but you don't hear very many people when they talk about the NWO you don't hear them really bring up the third man a whole lot. They do, it happens, but not as much as other things that happened in the NWO history. So I don't know. But anyways, again, that was the 10 most important independent wrestling promotions ever. And I'll run them down again. Number 10 was CZW. Number 9, Progress Wrestling. Number 8, MLW. Number 7 was GCW. And number 6, Revolution Pro Wrestling. Number 5, Defy Wrestling. Number 4 was Shimmer. I thought it was cool Shimmer made it because they were an all-women promotion. They're not the only one that ever existed nor does exist, but they're definitely impactful, and a lot of talent came through those doors. I've watched Shimmer. They put on very, very good matches. Number 3 was Evolve. Number 2 was PWG. And number 1 was ECW. But another shout out for Shimmer, also for making that list against a bunch of great other promotions that also have men, not just women. You got to understand, Shimmer is all women. So that to me is very, very cool that they added Shimmer to that list. And I'll be honest, I didn't have it depends how much you know about independent promotions, but I personally didn't have a problem with that list.
Well, I guess for women's wrestling, I'd much prefer Glow.
Yeah. How dare you mute the show? Brought somebody AKO YT Shadows again. He called this a stream. This is not a stream, sir. Do you see other people sitting around playing video games? No, you do not. You see the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, the best wrestling promotion on the planet, the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV, live Twitch right now, in your face, best wrestlers on the planet. How dare you? Appreciate that, Joe Link. Take that, YT Shadows. I didn't get to see why he said what he said, though. I was just scrolling up just as Joe Link actually AKO'd him, so now I don't really know why he said what he said. Yeah, so there's that.
Every time you say PWG, I think that you're saying my company's name.
What's your company's name? PIG? Oh, there we go. You go live very late that I'm tired to where I can't pop in more. YT Shadows, how dare you deflect your flawed lifestyle on the host of the most must-see show on Twitch TV. I will not accept. I refuse. I refute. I loathe your deflection, sir. I do not accept that. Do not pass things like that off onto us. That is your fault. It is all on you.
Hey, Archer, I do have to apologize. I have to jump off here. I got to use the facilities, and I'm not sure I'll be back before this match is over.
All right, fair enough, Glenola. 7 minutes, 50 seconds. Glenola's got a big load to unload. All right, well, if you don't make it back, have a great night. Of course, we'll see you. We'll be talking tomorrow anyways. Glenola will be live tomorrow night. We're going to enjoy that stream. By the way, we will have Milo time tomorrow night, so I'll make sure I send some pictures to Discord. Maybe he'll even talk to us live on Glenola's broadcast. Who knows?
Awesome.
But then, of course, Friday night, live, the second episode of 2023, where the Wolfpack is in full. You betcha. WCW Starrcade Friday night is our next live show, everybody.
So have a great night, everybody. I shall see you all soon.
Have a great night, Glenola. We appreciate you. Can we get Glenola's link drop, please? Let's get a shout out for the great Glenola, the co-host with the most. All right, so anyways, I was saying something and I forgot what I was saying because Glenola interrupted me with his exit. How dare he, by the way. Gotta appreciate that. I truly don't. It's ghastly. Ill-timed. Disgusting. Gross. Grotesque. Obscene. Not enjoyable. But anyways. Back to catching up on chat here. Apparently I'm catching up on Stream Elements. Check out the great Glenola. I don't know why that @ symbol's in there. Joe Link, can you fix that for me, please? Gotta remove that @ symbol. It should be just twitch.tv/Glenola. For some reason, there's two periods and an @ symbol in there. That'll fix that right up. Oh, I see why you put @Glenola. It's just, you just gotta type the name Glenola.
It shadows your numbers are
935. Well, people are getting a little closer at least, but unlucky. Shadows, you can actually play that twice because there's 2 sets of numbers to try for.
There you go.
Also, fuck you for the AKO, he says. I mean, do we have to, can we be rough or do we have to do, is it gentle? Are you only stationary? I mean, I have questions. Do you buy dinner? Do you like going to the movies first, or is it just a quick trip to the meal and home for dessert? I mean, I don't know. I've got questions. I feel like you're insincere. 371, unlucky. Quality Man, you can play that a second time if you haven't already. 268, unlucky.
Good luck with shadows. There are some amazing and fun
you might have to do that again, Quality Man. What might have happened is you might have done that at the exact same time as Shadows, and just his numbers got chosen first. That happens sometimes. That is Glenola's fault somehow.
Pure instinct.
All right. But anyways, 4 minutes, 24 seconds left of this matchup. Triple threat, falls count anywhere, iron to gold matchup, and what a matchup it's been. I gotta tell you though, man oh man, the reigning defending double champion is looking sensational in there. Sensational.
There hasn't even been a single fall yet. You may just say you better watch your back and read a folks lawful on Monday.
Good Lord.
He thinks he has it.
Fat Lad going for it. Wow! Carino Sinister Farmer has been well, not eliminated, but a pinfall by Mitchell Vaughn. And that is 1-0 for Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Carino Farmer takes the first fall. Quality Man with a 5-5 and a 7. Unlucky.
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are.
You know, I never play. I should play. 4, 9, and 4. Ghastly. I can't even win my own fucking lottery. Isn't that nice?
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are.
Try one more time. 937. Good God. You won your own. Oh, that's right, you did. That's right, you did. I forgot about that. 1-1-0 is the current score. Fat Lad got lipo from that stop. He sure did. The Gooner's a beast. So's Farmer. Less than 2.5 minutes left in this matchup. And as of right now, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn on pace to retain that World Television Championship for a second time in a row.
He must have had that scalp.
Wow.
Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display.
Nice counter. These guys are just going. I mean, the struggle for control in this matchup has been real the entire match. I mean, that's why it is only 1-1-0. A minute and a half left, 90 seconds, guys.
He's going for it all.
2022, your numbers are 5, 3, 4. Quality time on 2022.
Oh, look at this. Fat Lad got caught. Thrown right to the center of the ring by Carino Sinister Farmer.
And out of the ring he goes.
Don't count Famine out. Are you renaming? Are you renaming Farmer? Is his new name Famine?
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards.
Is his new name Famine? 1 minute left, guys. 60 seconds in this matchup. Who is walking out? The World Television Champion. Oh, nice. Exploder suplex by the Gooner Luke Ballmer. Look at this, Fat Lad. Wow, the Gooner just let him fly there. But look at that. No wonder he landed right on the legs of Farmer. Gooner going to go after both of them now. Going to try and take advantage, but Fat Lad, look at the blood. Yeah, all over the face of Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. The champion has been put through hell tonight by Farmer and the Gooner. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, the Goon Clash. The Goon Clash. Oh, shit. Farmer stopped the pinfall. Farmer stopped the pinfall. No way. That's crazy. Wow, it came to a draw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the event of a draw, the title does not change hands. Therefore, still, your Archivers Unified World Television Champion from Team Dogface, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, is still your champion. And actually, those folks have a follower-only chat. So let's find a different destination. I don't like sending people to follower-only anything. That is no way to end the evening. All right. Sorry, guys, but you have a follower-only chat.
Wait. Who won the lottery?
Let's see.
No one yet confused. No one.
Who won the lottery? Yeah, no one won the lottery yet. If you guys want to still try to crack at it while we're still here, give her a go.
Play. Quali time on 2022. Your numbers are 5, 5, 6. Good luck. Quali time on 2022. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are.
You know, I think for fun,
to see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TAV.
I think for fun we invade somebody we've never raided before.
Top. TAV Champions World Champion, Jalen Wilson Team Highlight of Tonight World Television. Skipping the rest. Do you see someone to raid yet? WCW. World Champion, Alan Severn Team Glenilla TNT Champion, Austin Furious Team Anger Issues World Tag Team Champions.
I just tried to raid somebody, but I don't think... Is the raid active?
Quali time on 2022. Your numbers are 8, 6, 8. Good luck. Quali time on 2. Skipping the rest. It. Grand Prix Champion, Roman Reigns TAV Superstar Submission Champion, Ric Flair.
There we go.
WCW
Alright, so we've never raided this person before ever. But anybody that's not already in the raid, jump in. Let's go and spread the love, show some support.
Now it is.
And see what Ali the Ninja's up to. I didn't even look to see what they were playing. I said, fuck it. We're gonna find somebody to raid, and we're gonna show some support, have a little fun. But thanks for everybody for being here. As always, you guys are fucking legends. You're always awesome. You guys are the Archiverse, the best community on Twitch and YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see each other, well, probably tomorrow night at some point, but we'll see each other live Friday night. WCW Starrcade, the second episode of 2023. And we are well on the way to our next and first stream preview of 2023, WCW Slamboree. It is going to be a thrill ride. The build is going to be exciting as hell and a lot of fun, so don't miss any episodes on Twitch or YouTube. Guys, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get the fuck out. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, everyone. Put this down. Joe, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Holy shit. How was your stream, my